That's my Ewok.
10.
So as you go back, Swim's just sitting there with your Ewok.
I'm still playing dolls. Like, you guys run off. I'm like, yeah. So then, and then, like, and then the Ewok is like,
How's my Ewok back?
hold on, still playing house. And then like, okay, well, you can go off now.
You know what? I will play house. I will play house with Swims while they loot the goblins.
No, we're gonna loot the goblins now. We just
All right, fine.
like you guys. Like, I knew 3-on-1. It was you guys are gonna be victorious.
I'm gonna go loot this goblin I killed.
All right, so there's two
Oh.
there's two in this room that we need to loot first before you guys run off.
These goblins don't have a lot. I mean, they're just goblins. They got very shitty armor that's barely hanging onto their shoulders, and their weapons are mostly rusted. So the really only thing of value that you get from them is from all three about 5 gold. You find 3 Mason, and you find 2 Jean.
All right.
Can I peek into the furnace behind, like, over here?
Yeah, it's just a old dwarven furnace that's been derelict for ages until they decided to put a campfire in it.
Nothing inside.
No, nothing inside except for a dead goblin that's half burnt and yeah. So now
Is the skull there?
well, it's the head's still attached to the body.
Oh, never mind. I don't want any fleshy parts of my skull. I'm good.
That's disgusting. But yes,
Whoa
now
there.
now there's this dragonborn. Ooh, somebody's got some dogs. But now there's this
Somebody's
dragon.
little bitchy today.
But now there's this dragonborn, which is you, Noir. And you just saved his life. Well, not really, but you helped him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I am.
size him up. I'm gonna look at him.
Howdy ho! This is my character's name. I'm gonna do forever. I'm kidding.
Can I kill it?
Mr. Towel.
Hey, Nox, I sent you a message.
Did you?
Now remember, kids, I was bring fresh towel when you get high.
So I'm gonna go with a male half orc.
That's cool.
All right. Well, sounds like you were almost dinner. What's going on? Were you and the goblins playing house?
What?
Talking to you.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I was just passing by and saw a goblin and asked them if they've ever felt the deep thrusting power of a full-grown dragon.
Oh,
And their answer was to shove you into their cooking pot?
Well, you know, they said lizard meat tastes like chicken.
And do you?
I don't know. I've never ate myself.
It says +2 to 1 ability score.
Well,
I'll try to not make to this.
Or +1 to 2 abilities.
we're on a mission to find
Okay.
a guy, and
Down with that.
I don't know if you're gonna slow us down or be helpful, honestly. And I'd rather that you just stay right here until we get back.
do you want to play house?
Say yes to the rest.
Noir's talking to you.
Must hug teddy bear.
No, you're not allowed to hug my son.
No.
You're a paladin, mind you. You're supposed to be. Nah, whatever.
Righteous.
I still we just made the character and it's not complete and I haven't figured out like.
It's mostly complete. Just
Add
follow
a-
those. Remove those tenets from the Sacred Oath of the Dragon that we were talking about.
What?
Those tenets that we were talking about, like you want to inspire all from dragonkind, blah 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 blah. From that oath that we homebrewed for you, the Oath of the Dragon. How do you not remember this?
I do remember. I just
On that link there are tenets. Like guidelines.
I don't think he's gotten around to reading them yet, clearly. So, anyway, we're on a journey to find our lost comrade, and you look like the kind of guy that's going to slow us down. So, what I'd like for you to do is sit right here in the corner, and we'll decide what to do with you when we get back in 4 days.
I'm just here to kill the forces of evil.
Well, that could be helpful. We might run into some evil. But you look useless. I'm not going to lie.
You look useless. Damn.
He's gonna stay for 4 days?
Shit.
Huh. Our very kind cleric just said that you looked useless.
Wow.
Oh, she's not kind. Remember, she's not kind. She's the one who's like totally like she needs no one. She's like, whatever, I'll leave all y'all.
You're usually pretty kind.
I've listened to pretty much all their sessions. I know exactly what kind of character she is.
I missed one. Actually, I missed two. I'm sorry.
Homeboy's supposed to sit there for 4 days.
I don't care. You can spin a ball of yarn. I don't give a shit. Can you just like get out of my way?
Holy. I'm gonna walk up these stairs.
I'm gonna. Oh, those are stairs? Oh, wait, the map's actually super blurry for me. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's
We're just getting an idea of proportion and whatnot.
It's just a second layer. There's nothing up here. There's like some old dwarven work.
All right. So anyway, we have this guy in front of us, and he is clearly
go ahead and interrupt
looking.
Me.
Oh,
sorry.
Shit.
Sorry.
Try to bribe him, bro. Try to bribe him.
Shit.
So
ahead,
as you walk up the staircase, it's just old dwarven tools. Like I said, it's just like a derelict forge area. You're actually right up against the wall. There's nothing of value up there unless you like some old ass iron. All right. So anyways,
let's move over here.
Old iron.
Yeah,
Wait, what? Old
iron
iron?
tools.
Is any of them a longsword?
No.
Dang.
It's quite literally just the forge tools. All right. Sorry.
Are they in good use? Are they in good shape?
No.
Okay,
Sven, you were saying?
Oh, I was just saying that we ran across a random stranger, and they seem to be inspecting the architecture, not the random stranger in the middle of the dungeon.
I mean, I walked up to him and asked if he wanted to play house, and then he said he wanted to hug my son. So I ain't having any of that.
So should we just leave him here?
No, let's take him. Let's take him.
The
sure?
amount of people we
No, I'm not sure at all.
Because he looks useless to me.
Well, here, Mr. Dragonborn, man, are you useless?
Wow, you guys are very subtle.
Okay, like,
Subtlety
something
is
is
key.
not anywhere hidden.
That way over there, who's not even looking at the new guy.
That's John.
Yeah. I have to hide in this
Yeah.
corner over here and cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay.
Okay, but Sean, before you like hide yourself, do you want this new person, or should we just leave him here?
Oh, I just don't care.
That's fair. So, hey, Mr. Dragonborn, man, are you useless?
Okay.
All
right. Well,
Hold on,
here's the deal.
You have a bad
You
habit
can-
of interrupting people.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yes, no, our question.
Isn't part of me for coming in here and saving your skins at the last minute? But if you think I'm useless, then be on your merry way.
Okay,
I
you
guess-
appear. Oh, yeah, yes, go ahead.
He did kind of kill those goblins kind of nicely. You know, it's not like you would. Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, I did get
So-
killed. I got 1.5.
As a barbarian, do I want to go take the skills of a barbarian or a bard?
Yes, it's completely up to you.
Could I do both?
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
Sure, that's completely up to you.
No, but
How many skill points do I have at level 4?
You use that Jode White that I linked.
Joe White.
Yes, in the
White.
Goblins and Gangbangs chat. Oh, did I not link it yet? All right, it's in the base Goblins and Gangbangs chat and the Jiggly Wigglies chat.
Which one? What? Oh, Joe White. Okay, that's Pathfinder though.
No, yes, that's fine because the point buy's still the same.
Okay.
Yeah, just do the standard 15. All right. So, John, you said that you were disguising yourself.
Yes, I sent you what I want to turn into.
Sorry, I sent him some other stuff. Let me take a look. I don't think you sent it to me. I got nothing from you.
It's on Roll20.
Oh.
no, but I don't think you're alright. Useless.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, that
asking
works.
you if you are.
That works. Alright. So, you stepping out looking like that?
Yes.
Alright, so we're gonna rep country movement here a little bit. So as you guys are sitting here talking to this Dragonborn, John, go ahead and move your character to where you want to be.
Ryan,
Yes.
I've been meaning to tell you this since we were actually doing the guild quest. Your fan sometimes a little bit louder than your voice, so it cuts your voice out, so we don't hear all that you're saying.
Sorry.
It's okay. I've been to tell you for a while.
Okay, it's 87 degrees at night, so it's really fucking hot.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
What? I'm fucking like I bitch at 65.
Yeah.
Me too.
And my AC's broken, so it's awesome.
Damn.
But anyways, so Jean, go ahead and move your character to where you want him to be.
Well, so before, well, I wanted to go in that corner, and then I cast Disguise Self,
Okay.
and then, so I don't know. I guess while they were talking, and then I come out and I say, I do my best impression.
All right, so so real quick, as you guys are sitting here talking to this Dragonborn, Fim, you kind of look over Mason's shoulder, and you see Kovacs standing in front of you.
Whoa, Kovacs! Hey, where have you been hiding?
It's all right. You know, I just saw John. He went that way, but yeah, I'm safe.
Oh,
Cool.
good. Oh, good. Well, are you ready to go? Wait, we probably shouldn't leave John. So now we gotta go find John.
Nah, he's fine. He's fine.
No, if we know anything and we know nothing, I can guarantee you that he is not fine.
If you give me an
why would
insight
he
check,
have just-
if you don't believe me, give me the insight check.
he
Can I
wouldn't
do
just
my
left?
deception check?
Yes, do deception versus insight, guys.
Okay.
So
Good fucking luck.
my role.
Oh.
So Svim.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Let me explain what my character was thinking. My character is not disbelieving him. My character is disbelieving the fact that Jean just ran off, and we're all okay with this. Just so we're clear on what I'm disbelieving. And the reason why is because of what you were about to say. Go ahead.
Well, and Kovacs is not harmed or anything, and he's just here in front of you.
Right.
But
I would believe Kovacs, right? Like I would trust him, so I would be more like, well, why would Jean have run off? You know.
yeah, you don't believe what he's saying. Mason, you're
right.
kind of like leery, but ultimately you kind of buy into it because it's Kovacs, it's your friend, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really just don't believe that John would just kind of run off. But
Yeah,
he got one point.
Kovacs, you're looking a little odd, and it's weird that Jean just ran off. What's going on?
You know what? Follow me. Let's go find him.
All right, but hey, Kovacs, before we go, there's this guy that we just ran across. Do you think he should join the party, or should we
I
leave
like
him
him.
here?
He's all right. He seems all right. We could use more hands.
All right, let's go.
I grabbed my Ewok.
I have claws.
Okay.
Hello.
And I look at the new guy and say, "Keep up."
I look at her and say, read a book.
I blurt out loud, "I am in love with Eileen."
You have some,
Oh. I mean, we kind of got
Oh,
that when
really?
you were when you said the cat's out of the bag on this one when dancing.
I look at the cleric and say, don't you have some paperwork to do?
Oh,
Wait, what? What's going on here?
Don't you have some clerical work to do? Haha.
alright, so now you're in
I
control
thought
of
that
your
was
token.
clergy.
Noir, you're in control of your own token from here on out, my man. Throwing you in head first.
What? Where'd I go?
So look at the little map and then kind of follow the rest of us along as we go.
You highlight and just kind of drag.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I did grab my Ewok back from Svimd.
Yep, you've had it for a while.
So,
Must rub Ewok belly.
I do not touch my Ewok.
Yeah.
Not yet. We just met.
Okay, which one of you guys is tanking this? Who has the highest AC?
I'm good. I'm just walking forward.
You have the highest AC?
I don't need to worry about that. It's fine.
So I
Um,
can put the background in
as-
bio, right?
As the person who will have to
Yes.
heal if you get an arrow through the eye.
I have a 20
Consider me-
AC. I'm fine.
Okay, all right, let's go.
Technically
roll.
18, but I'm fine.
And I was looking at the
That's fine.
Dragonborn. The Dragonborn does don chainmail and a longsword, so.
Dragonborn, get up here with me. Come on.
Don't I have a shield as well?
Oh, yeah. And a shield, so.
Shield,
Okay,
sword,
okay,
and-
hold on. You know what? Before you go into any danger, why don't we put the new guy in front? So in case there's any
No,
arrows,
no.
going-
Me
in
and
case
him.
there's
me and
any
him.
arrows going through the eye, I prefer it be him because he's new and we don't know him or trust him, rather than you.
Yeah, come on. Come up
Because
here with me.
The
Come up here
cleric
with me.
is a bitch.
Come up here, right next to me, right? Just where I just pinged.
Yep.
Just be next to me.
Not much
man.
different from real life, then. Heyo!
My homeboy has a shield though.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a shield too.
Yes.
Get it?
But-
Okay.
The cleric will be like, yeah, put the guy I don't really know or trust in front, please.
We got this. We're fine.
Yep.
Okay. Where can we go from here? Up or down? Right, left?
You guys were already kind of headed in the right direction.
I kind of grumble, humanoids.
You are humanoid.
You are a humanoid.
The bear gets me.
What bear?
The Ewok.
I'm still just cradling. I'm still just cradling the Ewok.
Like a little baby.
Yeah. It's lovely. I love it. Yeah. So where can we go from here?
All right.
Ewok.
That's actually what I'm getting set up. I usually just do my maps set up on the fly. So.
It's all good.
All right. So we're gonna. Okay, why are you fucking up again? Roll 20. I swear to bejeebus.
Yeah, Mark.
Good night, man.
All right. So as you kind of push open this next door, you are greeted. So imagine
Hey, sorry about that.
Imagine for me in the middle of this room is kind of like this circle, like this circle thing that they're sitting on. It's only raised up from the floor about 3 inches or so it's not too raised up from the floor. But on the center of it are all these glyphs and like other what looks to be like ritual work. And as you walk in, you see a pretty beat up Kovacs kneeled down in the center, and then this blue guy with a knife to Kovacs' throat.
Wait, another Kovacs?
I would like to wait. Well, first off, I'm going to turn around and look at our Kovacs, and then I'm immediately going to run forward. And can I attempt to disarm the person with the knife? Or can I like hit them back? The shove action. Can I shove them away?
You can attempt, but you got a decent amount of ground to cover to get to them.
Wait. While he's doing that, so that person has a knife to Kovacs' throat?
Yeah, it's like to his throat.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Suggestion.
Okay.
On the knife dude.
Okay.
And I'm gonna suggest for him to, hey man, you should drop that knife on the floor.
Alright, so what's your DC?
14.
Alright, so both of these actions are happening together.
While I'm running, I assume he's cast them.
Yeah, so Mason, Jean, you see Mason just start booking at it. You see him take that first giant step for a big old sprint, and then you quickly get your hands up and cast a spell, which he does. Hold on, let me roll my dice. Which he does fail the saving throw.
Hey.
So he has the knife up. He sees Mason coming. He has to throw it up to Kovacs' throat. He begins to pull it across, and then he hears that voice in his head, and then he just drops the knife and then lets go of Kovacs.
Can I pick up the knife?
No, he doesn't. Sorry, he doesn't let go of Kovacs. He still has Kovacs by the hair, and his foot's in Kovacs' back, like what you would do to slit somebody's throat. So he's got his hair wrapped around his hand, and his foot's in the small of his back, and then he just drops the knife.
Wait, do I see this before I shove this person?
Yes, as you reach up to him, he drops the knife. So if you want to give me your strength check to shove him.
Yeah, I want to just separate him. I want to essentially put myself in between and shove him over here, if that's possible.
All right, give me a strength check.
Where is my character sheet?
Or give me an athletics. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's even better. 15.
Let me roll his.
Gotcha.
Now, Carlos,
does he actually have blue skin?
Yes. Now, Carlos, you don't see me rolling on here because I roll dice in real life.
Oh.
So.
I do the same thing in my game.
You have a Yahtzee cup too?
Do I have what?
A Yahtzee cup?
No, I don't. I just roll with my hand. But anyways, You actually don't manage to break him apart, but you do manage to kind of like get between them. So you take his hand, or you take his foot off of the small of his back, and then you're kind of like sitting there like chest to chest with this dude, and he's like reached around you, holding Kovacs's hair.
Is he's still holding Kovacs?
By the hair, yeah.
I want to action surge and try to move him back from Kovacs again. If I can do that.
Well, you're not in initiative.
Oh, that is true.
But this time he kind of like he like shoves you, like he sets his hand on your chest, his other hand. So do you still want to try to?
We're actually. Can I just pick up the knife instead?
Well, you're between him and Kovacs right now.
Oh, okay. I'm okay. I'm good. I will just be in between them.
And as
Holds his ground.
As you're kind of sitting there, the blue guy is just staring you dead in the eyes. Give me a perception check.
Thank you.
As you're looking at this blue guy, you can see that his eyes are kind of like grayed out and glassed over, and he's not saying anything. He's just sitting there with his hand on your chest, and Kovacs's hair reached around your back.
All right, at this point, I dropped the charade and I just returned to my normal form.
Right. So as the other two of you, Dragonborn, I forget your character's name, and Svemd, you see the other Kovacs just turn into Jean.
It was me, Jean.
It's Nirash Dragwin, because I'm a Dragwin.
I also pull out my Pact of the Blade bow. And that's it. I just wait.
So he's just sitting there. He's not doing anything. He just has this hand on Mason's chest, the hair in his hand, and he's just sitting there with this glazed over look.
Should we roll initiative? Or like, I don't know what to do now.
I mean, did you see?
The knife's on the ground.
So what's Kovacs doing?
Kovacs appears to be unconscious.
Can I try to pick up the knife this time around, or like
so you're gonna move out from between them and
no, okay. Wait, how far away is the knife? Is it like right under me?
It's in front of Kovacs.
Okay, and I'm between. I'm just going to try to not really gently, just kind of like push the person back even more, like away from Kovacs. I'm going to like let go.
As you push them back, they just kind of give into it and step back. The hair clump falls out of their hands. They apparently didn't have a strong grip at this point. And they still have that glassy eye look, and their hands are still in the same position as if it's still on your chest and the hair's still in his hand. And
I will call Svemd over. Yeah. Heal Kovacs. I'm going to call Svemd over. Because Kovacs is looking pretty rough.
Well, as you can tell, there's no damage done to Kovacs as far as you can tell.
Oh, he's just mentally unconscious.
Well, you don't know that for sure. I mean, there is still blood on him, so you're not sure if it's his blood, their blood, or if you want to give me a medicine check, Svemd.
Already done.
All right. Yeah, it's not his blood. This blood doesn't seem to be coming anywhere from any on him. He's just knocked out, like somebody gave him a good old whack on the head.
Wait, do you have the dagger?
No, he has not picked up the dagger yet.
All right, I'll pick it up.
Okay, so you now have the dagger in your hand.
Does it look?
All right, Kovacs appears to be okay. He's just unconscious. So at this point, this is somebody else's blood. I don't know what's going on here, but for now, Kovacs appears to be okay.
All right, so Jean, what was your question?
Does this dagger look special?
Well, give me an investigation check real quick.
All right. Hey, let's go.
The dagger looks like a typical dagger, but there is a weird coating on the dagger, like on the dagger's blade.
Does it have a color to it or anything?
There's no color to it.
But it's clear that there's like some sort of...
Yeah, that there's some substance on this blade.
I smell it!
As you smell it, would your character be familiar with poisons?
Probably not.
Then you're unsure what it is. All you know is it's some colorless liquid.
Cut yourself with it, and then we'll know for sure.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I do.
Poke it into the blue guy, see what happens.
Could do that. I contemplate it. I stand next to the blue guy. I will gently poke the blue guy in the cheek.
his left cheek.
John, aren't you the one with the blade?
Yes.
Okay, so then.
At
then
this
you're-
point, he's just fucking with him.
Then you're just poking him, and you're just poking him with your finger, and nothing happens.
Yep.
He has not
Something
blinked.
happened?
He has not blinked or anything this whole time.
You investigate him, dude.
All right, wait.
This
Does
guy
anyone
looks
have
high.
like? Does anyone have like a? Oh, do I still have my sack? My sack helmet,
Your sack helmet.
or not my helmet? My sack mask from the party.
Yeah, I guess you would.
Okay, I put it on his head, but backwards so he can't see through it.
Okay.
And then I cut him with the dagger on his arm very lightly.
As you cut him,
You go.
he falls unconscious, like he just hits the ground.
Huh, that's interesting.
Well, is he still alive?
Yes.
Must be a sleeping poison.
I will move Kovacs after this person just falls off of the stump over to like here to the left of me one.
All right.
Here. And then I will go back to interposing between these two. Has the doll reacted at all? Like done anything? Because I don't fucking trust it.
No, the teddy bear has not done anything.
I'm fucking one-handing right now. Alrighty. I will inspect the 3-inch stump.
All right, give me a Arcana check.
Alrighty. Probably shite.
Yeah,
okay,
you
Captain
don't
Shite.
know what any of this means.
I too shall inspect this
Right.
stump.
Give me an Arcana check.
I'll stump it up.
You have no idea what it is. You know it's some part of a ritual, but you're not sure what the ritual is
Dang,
for.
even with a 16.
Mhm.
Oof.
It's very complex.
All right. I don't have Arcana because I just don't. But would I be able to perceive or
You can
investigate?
still give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Wow.
Jesus fuck. But because you're not proficient in it, are you?
Nope.
Then I'm gonna have to give you disadvantage on that. I know Mason's not, so that's I automatically got disadvantage. Yeah, these are just scribbles to you. They're very elaborate, very pretty scribbles.
So I would say that they look like scribbles, but there's something arcanic about it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, I feel like there's something about this dump that it must have been used for something. I don't know what.
And as you guys
Right.
are sitting here talking, Kovacs and the blue guy both shake their head and they're fuck. Kovacs.
Kovacs, are you
John,
okay?
what the fuck were you thinking? This guy's
Fucking
yourself as
masturbating, what are
Kovacs.
you
You
talking
almost
about?
got him killed.
What? No.
John, you almost got him killed if we believed you.
Kovacs rarely stands up and goes, guys, I don't have time for this right now. Can we just hold off on that? And he's
I
like,
wasn't talking to you, Kovacs.
he's
The John.
just kind of like leaned over on himself, like an athlete after a sports game. He's just kind
I
of
helped him up.
over.
Kovacs, are you okay? We woke up and you were gone and blah, blah, blah.
Alright, gently slap him on his cheek to wake him up a little bit.
He looks over and goes. He looks over at John and goes, "Man, you even came to save me? Fucking weird, man."
I turn into Kovacs immediately.
Wait, hold on. It says size and then it's height. What's
What?
about?
Size is
And-
tiny, large, small, medium. You're medium. You're half
I'm talking about his dick size, right?
No.
Yes.
Can I-
make it his dick size?
Can
Since it's
can I
still-
move next to Kovacs and give him a good sniff and ask if he's food?
Should I put generous for size?
No. But yeah, you can move next to Kovacs and give him his stuff. Kovacs.
Like, what is this? Dinner?
No.
As you do that, Kovacs looks
I
over.
wouldn't recommend that thought.
Kovacs looks at you and goes, "Dragonborn, I may be weary, tired, and old, but I will still kick your ass."
He is not fucking with you.
Yeah,
is
he will.
pretty
I mean,
fun,
I
actually.
will.
Bring it, shorty.
Oh, please, Kovacs, don't hurt him. We just met him.
He looks up.
He's
and goes,
very stupid.
Hey,
Well, let's
I
roll
just
with
met
him.
you, and this is crazy.
Try to leave him alive this time.
Kick your
But
ass.
here's my labyrinth. I stole your baby.
Don't worry, little girl. I don't plan on hurting him yet.
Wait, what's the blue guy doing?
So the blue guy's kind of like sit up against the wall, like he hasn't stood up, kind of like pushed himself up against the wall, and he's just kind of like rubbing his eyes and rubbing his head.
Wait, I'm assuming he takes the sack off, right?
Yeah, he takes the sack off.
Dang.
And he throws it on the floor.
What's the sack? Oh.
There's his masquerade mask.
Oh yeah, my bad. Can I put the sack back on him? Gently put it back
No,
on.
he's conscious. I don't know if you want to do
As
that.
he puts the sack back on, if he puts his hand up and goes, "What are you doing?"
Don't speak to me. If you don't put this on, you will die. Not from us. You'll just die from light. It's how it works.
I don't die from light, you fool.
All right, he's actually conscious, and he's actually sentient now.
Yeah, he stands up, and as he stands up, he's no longer hunched over. He actually stands up about 8 feet tall.
What?
You know,
Are you a dark boy?
I don't like dark boys.
Wait, is there a dedicated dark boy killer here?
Is that racist?
Did someone call?
What's a dark boy?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
I didn't
An
know you
immortal
guys
being
were
of
racist.
chaos and trickery. Yes, we are utterly not very racist. It's an all-time thing.
What is this, a clan meeting?
Yes.
Something like that.
What do you think this is?
Oh, what am I doing here? Why did you bring me here?
We did not bring you here.
Okay, then how did I get here?
Fuck if we know. You're but the stabber friend. I don't like you being here at all much right now, actually.
I can just leave. I have no intent on stabbing anybody. I'm just a fisherman.
You're a fisherman. I insight check that motherfucker.
Go for it.
Insight.
As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
I just kind of like turn my head around and I'm like, eh?
Well, you know, before when you had knocked the weapon out of his hand, I didn't notice he appeared to be under a spell or something like that. He wasn't all there.
Well,
He
the
wasn't.
only one that noticed that
Kovacs-
was Mason. Mason's the
yeah.
one that saw his eyes.
Well, he said
Okay.
he hadn't blinked since we've been in there. So
Yeah, and plus him and Kovacs both woke up at the same time. I have a feeling that they were ensorcered.
Probably.
Sure.
Does this guy actually have leaf hair?
Yes. That picture that I posted in the Goblins and Gangbangs and Jiggly Wigglies is what he looks like.
And he's 8 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Alright.
short.
I got his backstory.
I'll look at it later.
So
So
send it
he's...
through your chat.
No,
I
I
would-
can open up your character sheet.
I would like to show him the runes on the stump and say, do you know what these are?
He kind of like bends over and he looks at him and goes, "You have very nice handwriting."
Thank you very much. Map maker.
Well, what do these runes mean?
I don't know.
I show him the dagger.
Ask him where you got it.
You recognize this.
He looks at it and then he sniffs it and goes, "Yeah, family dagger seems to be coated with and he kind of like licks it. Paralysis poison. Why do you have my dagger?"
Why the fuck did you... Oh my god.
Because you were
Is
trying
he
to kill our
paralyzed
friend
now?
here.
Hey,
Okay, look,
did they fall
here's...
asleep again?
Well, and he makes us like he spits it out after he tastes it.
Okay, here, look, we'll level with you. We were going through here looking for our lovely dwarf friend over there. We came in here. I saw you first, I think, and you had a knife to his throat. I got in between you, and when I looked at you, you were not blinking. Your eyes were glazed over. We think you were under sorcery. Do you have any idea what's going on? Because we still have no idea. We've been trying to figure this out for like a week now.
Well, it sounds like some bullshit, whatever's going on.
Yeah, I would agree. I really would. I just want to go and make maps, but now we have a lot of problems.
Man, I'm just trying to get back to the outpost. I got a lot of fish to bring. I gotta find my cart. I gotta deliver the fish, and the outpost hasn't had food in days. So
Okay, here, 3 or 4 questions, actually, if you wouldn't mind.
You guys, I have to
Yes.
head now. I have work at 5. Thanks for listening in.
that's cool. See you, man.
Take
See
care.
you.
But
You're right.
Okay. You can answer these in any order you want, but what is the outpost? Do you know where you are? Do you have any idea where your cart is? And what are you?
Dude, one at a time. Seriously.
Drugs.
Well, yeah, just answer the one. It's great. Trust me.
So one.
I'm so tired.
So first one. Where are we? Yeah, there's some ancient dwarven bullshit or something like that. Kovacs, it ain't no bullshit. It's a dwarf. Shut up.
That wasn't even a question, but okay.
Well, you asked where we were.
No, I said, do you know where you are?
Well, same difference. You're here with me, aren't you? And he reaches out
Yes.
and pokes your face. Yeah, you're here.
Did you? All right. Do you know where your cart is?
He just looks at you and he just stares at you blankly like, dude, what did I just say?
Hmm?
I don't know where
Is
my
his cart in the room?
No, his cart's gone.
Oh. I did not hear him say that.
It was very quiet.
He said that he had to look for his cart.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, I was asking if you had any general idea, like, where it would be.
I
Okay,
have
well,
no
shit.
idea.
Oh, what is CP?
Where's what?
What is CP?
CP?
Yeah.
Combat points?
What is SP?
Wait, where are you
Skill
looking?
points?
Seeing this.
Small penis?
I think he's looking at the money part, and the
Oh,
it's-
CP
Oh.
is copper, SP is silver.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is
Gold,
EP?
Electrum, Platinum.
What the fuck?
Electrum is like half a gold.
We only deal with silver and gold.
So,
And copper from time to time.
So what's the base amount of gold on it?
Well, the base
It's a
is whatever,
base.
is whatever your background gives you.
Wait, does that mean I'm rich?
No.
No.
Because I'm Dragonborn. My treasure is my life.
But you're not a dragon.
Okay. I will ask. Actually, what is your name?
Oh. He kind of like rubs his head. Lonzo.
Lonzo?
Did I stutter?
Okay.
Are you just saying Elmo?
Actually.
If you don't mind, if it's all the same to you, I would really like to get going to find my cart and get back to the
Well,
outpost.
it just so happens we seem to be going to the outpost as well.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What business do you guys have at the outpost?
I don't remember actually.
Can we hurry up with Plant Boy? I only eat meat.
Plant.
D6.
Plant. Do I look like a plant to you?
Yes.
Yes.
A little bit, actually. I wasn't going to mention it, but yeah.
He shakes his head and he goes, and then he looks, and then like his hair starts to glow and it like lights up the room like this weird dull red.
Ooh, you are absolutely magnificent. I'm not even joking.
And then, and no one here thought you were bright.
Wow, that is.
If it's all the same,
I-
I'm just gonna go ahead and get going. This is a waste of my time.
Can
Do
we
you mind
follow
if we follow you? Since we're all going to the same place?
Considering you tried to stab our friend.
We'll help you
know.
find your cart.
Yes, that. Thank you.
Oh, I suppose it's better than going at it alone.
Ooh, I feel like you will
Oh,
regret
well.
that later.
Whoever cast that spell on you might be in the area and we can defend you.
Yeah, might be. That's if he's even in this time period.
Oh my god, why is another one of them jumping through time? Can we just like explain the entire time situation to this guy?
He's been in for every session but one. Nick
Who,
hasn't.
me?
Yeah, Nick hasn't. But
But no, wasn't the plant guy talking about time?
yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, has the plant guy been in every session?
no.
No.
Oh.
Kovacs. He's talking about Kovacs.
Oh, I'm
No.
sorry, I'm really confused right now. I'm very tired.
No.
Wait.
The plant guy's the one that said, well, it depends on what time we're in.
Okay, so the plant guy knows about the time periods.
Can I ask him about what he knows about it?
Sure. Ask him.
What do you know about the time differences?
All I know is that from time to time, I go about 100 years in the future. Don't know what's up with it, but you know, it's life. So
Wait,
Do you know someone named Loki? And sorry
Wait.
for interrupting anyone.
wait.
You first. You
Low
first.
key.
If I remember correctly, that it was the townsfolk that was from the past. So how did he know? But they seem unaware about the future. So how does he? But they can't. The people going in that were in the past. They seemed unaware. So how does he know about?
it's confusing. But to answer your question, Loki being the god that I introduced that I couldn't find the name of. No, so Ciro, that was you that asked that, right?
Yeah, I asked him
Um,
if he knew someone named Loki.
He looks and he goes, "Oh, I've heard the stories, and you know, it wouldn't surprise me if this kind of crap has his name all over it, tossing people through time for no apparent reason whatsoever."
So he's tossing people through time. Loki is.
No, I don't know that for sure, but it seems like whenever he rears his ugly head, this kind of shit happens.
Because we are experiencing a very similar problem.
So
With-
I've never seen you guys around. What time period are you from?
That's actually a rather good question. At this point, I don't even know. I'm not even joking.
We are
I have
from
no idea.
we are from the future time. Am I not correct?
Are you sure?
Actually, what was our original time period? When did we actually? What time is it right now?
Good question.
I
When
too.
are-
I'm gonna pretend like I haven't been in sessions.
No,
So,
it's
like-
okay.
I too noticed the time differences, and that's why I came to this area to figure out what's going on and stop it if I could.
Well, the Lonzo
Oh,
kind of goes, "Do you think it has anything to do with your pretty handwriting? What if we erase that? Think it would make everything go away?"
you cut out. What did you say?
Oh,
Or you cut it out?
Lonzo looks over and goes, "Do you think that if we erase this weird drawing on this pedestal here, do you think it would stop?"
Probably not. I don't know what the drawing or fancy arcane
Wait.
scribbles are.
Do you tell me that you can detect magic from these writings?
No, like I said, I'm just a fisherman, but this is very clearly magical. And as he says that, he puts his hands up and he shoots water jets out of his hands and clears up the writing.
Oh,
Is that
skeet,
something
skeet,
all
skeet,
you can
skeet,
do?
skeet. Oh, skeet, skeet, skeet. God damn.
He looks over at Sven and goes, "You've been awfully quiet."
Yes, I have. I'm just observing at this point. You seem to be a farmer who happens to be in the wrong
Fisherman.
place at the wrong time. Fisherman at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm kind of curious as to how you ended up here.
Shit,
Some
long night of
personality
drinking.
traits.
Long night of drinking, magic, who the fuck knows? These days it could be anything. That's crazy
And then
times
I
we're living in.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say, and then I grumble. Don't worry about her. She's just here to take notes.
Oh shit!
Kovacs gives you a hearty punch in the shoulder. Not enough to like physically hurt you, but maybe leave a bruise.
I thought he was like, haha, that was a good one. Punch in the shoulder.
No, it was more of a shut up Dragonborn kind of punch in the shoulder.
Oh. And then I just kind of.
I just
Thanks,
smile
thinking
at
to
him
myself.
while I'm sitting behind Sven, so you can't see me.
Hey, she was snappy at me first, so I'm just getting my backsies.
Alright, if it's all the same to you, I really wish you'd be going.
I feel like you really want to leave here.
Look, I have fish to deliver. The Yalpoos hasn't had food in weeks or days, and that's even
All right,
before-
let's go.
that's even
Yes,
if
we
we're in the
spent
right
too much
zone.
time here. Move on.
Let us
Go
go. Let's
find his
proceed.
heart.
Are they alive? Haven't had like been fed in weeks.
Oh, days. I misspoke as a DM.
I want to hurry up and find his cart.
Yeah, let's look
I'm
first.
hungry. I want to eat his fish.
Eat something else. The outpost kind of needs some food, man.
Well, I mean, there's
Don't
still
have a
more to
lot.
this dungeon. I'm sure the next door we go into will hold my cart. Let's just say I got a good intuition about it.
I'll bet he has good intuition.
And lo and behold, he walks into the next room and
Wait,
there's cart.
wasn't there blood? Do we not see if he's wounded?
Yeah, the blood on Kovacs. It wasn't Kovacs' blood.
Exactly.
He grabs. He goes into. Actually, I guess you guys don't see the next room. Oh, there you go, Mason. You're in the next room with him, and as he goes to grab the cart, he picks it up, steps forward, and then he disappears, and the cart just falls to shit. Like it falls to like decrepit, mossy, moldy. It reeks now in this room, and then he's gone.
We shifted through time.
Again.
What fun! I am so confused all the time.
It's best not to think about it.
That I can't even argue with that at this point.
And as you guys are sitting here talking, he comes up, or a gentleman approaches from behind and goes, "Oh, so about 200 years then."
What?
What?
Hello. 200 years future. That's a
Well,
lot of years. Wow.
this is a new one for me. I've never been this far ahead. Well, it's nice to see you lovely folk again. It's been a while.
It's been about 4.5 seconds for us. How are you? How have you been?
It's been about a decade for me. But,
A decade.
as you can see, I didn't exactly get the fish out of here after you guys zapped away. Some weird gold asshole appeared and tried to kill me. And, well,
Okay.
that was a barrel of fun.
Golden asshole.
The golden man.
Is he in the forge?
Shit, dude, he's been chasing me ever since I got away.
Nice.
Well, then come with us to the and guide us to the.
The outpost is
well-
gone.
Oh, the outpost is gone?
Yeah, it's gone in this time period. It's in the year 100, it's gone. Year 75, it's still there. I don't know what happens between 75 and 100, but something big happens, and it's just completely obliterated.
But is there anything nearby?
Closest things to the outpost are that old village. In this time period, is that village about a 2 days ride still around?
The one that we come from?
I don't know. Where do you come from?
I actually don't know the name of the place. I missed the first session.
Yeah, it's Wolovo. He goes, yeah, it's Wolovo still standing in this time period.
Was that the dead village?
Yes.
The first one?
I don't
Like,
think it is.
Can I say that I traveled through a musty, deserted town on my way here?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
Well, alright. So as I don't need the fish anymore, since last time we talked.
Did you bring any with you?
Man, I haven't
Yeah.
been fishing in years.
Do you want to go fishing?
Well, when you're on the run from a golden dickhead, you don't exactly
Well,
have time for that.
How strong is this golden dickhead, and should he be moving right now?
We should definitely be moving.
Then let's get moving.
Let's
Well,
get
then
going.
travel with us.
Good as
I will protect you.
I can protect myself, but more the merrier. Let's get rolling.
Which way are we going?
I'm leaving. You can come with me if you want.
But which way are we leaving?
The front door?
Okay, I didn't know if the way over here went anywhere.
No, that's the last room.
Okay.
Alright, so he takes you. You guys don't need to place your tokens. He takes you up throughout here, and he's just kind of like fast walking. He's not sprinting, but he is.
He's hurrying.
He is moving at a very, very brisk pace. Correct.
Okay. I guess I'll just follow him. I have more questions to ask him, but I'll not bother him at the moment because I just simply don't want to.
Alright, so I guess I'll take you guys to the outpost, because that's, if I remember, that's where you guys were originally headed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pardon, like I said, it's been 15 years since I've seen you. My memory's not exactly the greatest.
Should we know anything?
What do you mean?
Should we know anything, any future knowledge, before we eventually advance back to the past?
No.
Well, if this is where you come from, then you know more about the future than I do.
Yes, no, when we come, where we come from, the Volvo is still alive. That village.
No,
What?
Volvo's destroyed in 375.
Oh, I don't know which time period we're on.
Volvo is destroyed in 375, and 75 is where you know Eileen and all that.
Okay, so what's our original time period? Or do we not know that yet?
You believe it to be 375.
Okay.
So Volvo has been crushed a long time ago.
So we're back to our present, just so everyone's
Right.
on the same page.
Yes,
We're
you are.
all back in our present. What I don't know is if we are in Noir's present.
Who's Noir again?
The Dragonborn. His character name is Narosh.
Call
Okay,
me Dragwing.
I'm not calling you Dragwin.
Aw.
3d6. So it says 3d6. Roll 3 6-sided dice.
Yeah, just do /R space 3d6.
When making notes, I just write time period 375 destroyed, 400 fucked. For Volvo.
Yeah. Alright, so he starts moving, and he goes, after you guys travel for a little bit, and after a few hours,
That's a 10.
you guys,
Times 10. I get 100 GP to start at 8.
no, you don't, because it's based off your background. That's if you don't start with, you only start out with that much if you buy your equipment, but if you take the starting equipment, then you start out with whatever your background gives you.
Can I interject for a second?
Yes.
Wasn't I supposed to have 4 skills other than those 3?
Didn't you say you were going to take intimidation and perception? Because we were kind of...
Well, before that, I mean
Okay.
like I'm supposed to have longsword, thunderwave. I mean, and burning hands.
Look at your
That's
spell
all
list.
supposed. Yeah.
Remember? Yes, that's just your attack spells.
Yeah, I know.
So if you click where it says spells, you have
Oh yeah, command. Yeah, I don't know how to look at that.
you just click. You see where it's red now, where it says spells. You see how I'm
Yes.
changing them? Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't see command on the
Yeah, that's because it's
main
here.
sheet.
You cast it from here.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to do all that. Because I was thinking about that, but I didn't see it on that list, so I thought maybe it wasn't. We had thought not to put it on there. So I was gonna use command when when Leaf Boy had the knife against his throat and try to tell him to put the knife down. Yeah.
Well, alas, it has all worked out.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
No, you're good. You are A-okay. It's better to figure out your stuff early on so then you're not interrupting future things. Okie dokie. So, he's taking you down this road. I revealed a little bit too much. He's taking you... Hi, damn it. No, not reveal. Fuck. And, he looks back and goes, alright, we're approaching. And ignore the smoke coming out of the roofs. These buildings are super destroyed, just like Volvo in 375.
Okay. What time of day is this?
It's midday.
Midday. Okay. Is this our destination? Or
Well, you guys said that you wanted to get to the outpost. Here's the outpost.
well, it looks like shit.
Yeah, God, it looks worse than I remember it being. Oof, must be true. We are further in the future.
Is this total rage? It's 2, right?
Where's my token?
You just drag and drop it from your bio. Remember where I was changing, like, for your spells and stuff? One says bio, and then,
Bio?
just drag your picture from there onto a visible part of the map.
Where did it go? Here we go. Hold on.
Alright. Everybody down and ready to get rolling?
Down the clown.
Alright. So as you start to
I'm
move,
ready.
as you begin to start to move forward,
Wait, what just happened?
why is this not working? There we go.
Alright. Am I doing something right here?
Ooh, you were super robotic-y for me.
I think. Dang it. There it is.
Why? Oh shit.
I saw it.
No, you didn't.
Soiled it.
You didn't
Soiled
see
it.
shit.
Soiled it.
You didn't see shit. Roll20 is being real garbage today.
Is that why we're... There it is.
Alright.
Custom skills.
Hey, look. It's
What are we doing here?
So you guys get there. Alright, so
I don't...
what?
Is the screen supposed to be black right now?
On the right side you should see a lot of area lit up.
Ah. It won't let me... It won't let me move my token. I'm having problems here.
Alright, so from... Let me get to your character. I already have your sheet pulled up. So where it says bio and info up on the top left, you can just drag. There you go.
You don't know how proud of myself I figured that out just now. Okay. Don't laugh at me.
So as a...
Yes.
Alright, well, I got you here. And then as he says that, he disappears.
As he says what?
As he goes, well, alright, I got... And then he's gone.
Like, just vanishes in front of our eyes.
Yes.
So he must have gone back to his other time.
Well, that annoying prick is finally gone. How do you think Eileen's doing, Svend? He's whispering this to you as you guys are walking. Svend. Svend! Guess she's not around?
I think she fell asleep.
Maybe. Svend!
Hey, sorry, I did not fall asleep, but I was across the room trying to heat up some pizza.
You're okay. So So you guys are get to the outpost, and on your guys' way to the outpost, Kovacs leans over and goes, "So, how do you think Eileen's doing?"
What was that?
How do you think Eileen's doing?
Oh, Eileen was fine.
Well, I mean,
Oh, girl. Oh, yeah, girl don't need you. Shit.
he looks at you and after everything I've done for you, and he kind of walks away from you.
Well, he asked.
But yeah, so and while you were away, the blue guy disappeared.
Disappeared. I heard that.
For item, when it says prop, what does that mean?
What?
Prop
What?
underneath item name or whatever.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
If you're trying to like drag in weapons, click the eye up on the top right. That's your compendium, and you can just drag and drop your weapons, and it'll automatically set them for you.
Say what? Where?
On the top right hand side, like where it says the eye, like where you change between your journal and the chat and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, click on that, and then in the search box, you can type your weapons and your armor and drag and drop it onto your character.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, so you guys reach to the outpost. He disappears. What do you guys do?
All right. So we were at the outpost. Our what you call it guy disappeared. So I assume that we jumped through another time loop, which I think I heard someone else say.
Well, nothing for you guys changed.
But he disappeared.
Yes.
So to me, that was a symbol that we had fallen through time again.
You really haven't been paying attention, have you? He is also a time jumper.
Right. No, but because he disappeared and he didn't just walk away, he was just like poof. I assumed that we had fallen through time again.
But none
Okay.
of your surroundings have changed.
Right. So maybe he. Oh, maybe he.
There
fell
you
through time.
go.
Oh,
I saw life from here, click.
I hadn't quite put all that together, but I was like, well, it was just us, you know. But you're right. I did hear that nothing had changed. He was the one who changed. Okay. Well, I see some buildings. Should we go investigate through those buildings, guys?
What do we get? A great X +2?
No, you get a basic great axe.
Shit. You guys want to investigate the buildings or just stand here on the road?
I go to this building.
All right. We're going to that building. Let's investigate the buildings.
All right. Well, these buildings are pretty fucked. Most of them you're not going to be able to get into. However, as you step up to this building, you're not sure quite how you didn't notice this. You must have been rather stealthy. A giant black wolf
Widow.
actually comes lumbering around the corner of this house.
A giant darkie?
I'm sorry. The actual like noun in your sentence completely gone. A giant black what?
Giant black
Just a
wolf.
giant black.
Just a giant.
Dick.
And he's letting out the low
A giant black what?
wolf.
Wolf.
Oh.
Okay.
I shoot it. I don't fuck around.
And so give me some initiative rolls.
Do I get a free attack?
No, because there's no
Dang.
surprise here. Make sure you click on your character, y'all. Mason, come on. Yeah, anybody else? All right. Yeah, anybody else?
I'm back.
Good.
Got
Even
that fat 4.
Even Dragon's Fee gotta be, you know.
You already have a token out in the field, my dude.
Okay.
So click on your token and roll initiative. Kovacs is actually also going to be rolling initiative.
Okay. Uh-oh. How do you...
Click on your character, open up your character sheet, and click where it says initiative.
Can you click on my token and go to the settings and change it to so that it represents my character?
What do you mean?
Like if you click on him and on the gear.
When it
thing.
says javelin +3, that means I have
How does
3
your,
javelins.
your token does represent your character?
Does it say in the thing?
Yeah, I set it to all of that. It didn't.
Oh, what you have to do is you then like after you save all those settings, then you have to set
I-
that as a default. You can't do
I
the
know.
default first.
Well, I did the default
Uh,
token optional.
So yeah, when it says +3, +3, does it mean have 3 Havillands or just like a higher damage have?
Wait, what?
When it says plus Havillands +3, does
You
that
don't-
mean I have 3 Havillands?
No. Oh, like in your item list,
Yeah.
it would say javelins ×3. A javelin plus
so I have to-
3
I have
is
to-
different from a
You have
javelin.
to drag it in 4 times then?
No, you can drag it in once and then just keep count of how many you have.
I think
Just drag it in 4 times.
Okay.
I think
I
I
don't remember.
Okay, so click on your token and then
click.
open up your character sheet.
How do you do that?
You should already have your character sheet open. Don't ever close your character sheet.
I think I accidentally did.
Well, go to the journal and open up your character sheet.
I think I accidentally exited.
Just-
But if roll 20?
wait, hold on.
You did exit after roll 20.
It was an accident.
So
Okay.
the barbarian, you think my armor class would be medium?
Your size is whatever your race is. I rolled your initiative for you. Don't
Armor
worry.
class?
Your armor class is based upon whatever armor you're wearing and all that. But
Wait, what?
your armor class is based off whatever armor you're wearing. As a barbarian, you shouldn't be wearing armor though.
Alright, so it's gonna be light.
No, you shouldn't be wearing armor because you actually have a bonus to not wearing armor, especially if you jack up your
Okay.
dexterity.
Do I just get a character ball?
So,
No,
like,
on
armor
the
class none?
no, I can explain that here in a minute, my man. No, on the top right hand side it says I already rolled your initiative for you, but click where it says journal on the top right hand side, and then double click Naras Dragwin.
Okay.
Okay, don't close that page ever.
Click where?
Where it says Naras Dragwin
Where?
and the journal along the top right hand side where the compendium and the chat box selection is. Top right hand side. Am I missing
A
something?
character sheet?
Yes.
Uh,
There we go. But I already rolled your initiative for you, so don't worry about it.
yay.
Alright, but first up, you are first up, in fact.
I am first up?
Yes. And the way that I'm going to be doing this from now on is if there's enemies of a certain type, like if there's like a goblin archer, goblin swordsman, do you guys want me to just take all their turns at once, just so that we're not bouncing between initiatives? So it'd be like, like for example, it would go like Jean, and then it would go like goblin swordsman, and then it would go Svemd, and then Cantame, or not Cantame, but like then like Dragwin, and then like wolves, or do you want them all spaced out?
I want them spaced out based on their initiatives. That's how I prefer, but I'm willing to let the group decide.
How do you guys want it done? Because if I just take all their turns at once, it would make the initiatives go quicker.
Oh, well, in that case, then what I really want is to do them all at once.
Okay, we'll do it. But Dragwin, it is your turn. We are waiting on you.
And there's a wolf?
Yes.
Yep, there's a wolf there, and so the first thing that you want to do is decide if you want to stand back where you are, if you want to do anything. If you don't want to stand where you are and do anything, then you want to move closer to the wolf. So the first part of your turn is movement. Do you want to move closer, or do you want to stay where you are?
No, I'll move closer.
You don't always
Okay,
have to
go
move
ahead.
as your first part, but that's what it typically is, yes.
But yeah, that's the first thing you want to decide, because if you decide you're going to stand back, then you have other decisions, right? So go ahead and move your token closer to the wolf. All right, so now the DM knows what you're planning on doing is something close to the wolf. Okay, so now what is the action you would like to take
I want
against the wolf?
I want to. Can I use my thunder wave?
on this one creature. I mean, you can, but that'd be kind of a waste.
That's true. But then I just use my longsword.
There you
Okay.
go.
So do you recall how to use your longsword? Go ahead and do it.
Bam.
All right, and you want to always wait. Do the first one first, and then wait for him to tell you that you hit, even though with the 20, yeah, you hit.
Yeah, you do. Hit.
But always wait for him to tell you you hit, and then click on the
Well,
thing. in the
I
chat.
recognize that 20 was the top.
It's a good thing, right? But
Well,
sometimes
it's
you
not the
miss.
top, and sometimes they
No.
do have more than 20.
Yeah, sometimes you miss because of circumstances. So always wait.
My bad.
No, you're
That's
good.
okay.
You're learning. It's your first session. But yeah, you do hit him, and you do manage to catch his jowls with your longsword. Next up is Mason.
Mason is muted right now, so my guess is that he's
Sorry about that.
He's back.
I thought I was unmuted. I was talking the entire time. But I said I want this wolf as a pet, but that's not going to happen, obviously. So I'm going to run around him for flanking bonuses and then smack him with a menacing attack. Expend a superiority die.
Wait, where are you gonna smack him at?
Behind him?
That butt?
Yeah.
Well,
really-
quit dancing with him, hurry up and kill him. I want to eat him.
So, does that hit? 18?
18 does hit.
Alright. And then I'm going to use the superiority die. And he needs to make... I do 6 extra damage, and he needs to make a wisdom saving throw of DC 12, or he's frightened from a
Catch him
menacing
like a
attack.
Pokemon. Come on.
I wish.
You
So
gotta damage him first, and then throw your Pokeball.
So you do see him get startled a little bit, but he manages to shake it off, and he does not run.
Yay. Okay, I mean, not yet, whoa. Okay.
Alright,
I love that.
now it's the wolf's turn. So he's going to be striking out at the Dragonborn directly in front of him. His first attack, he's going to be rolling for you 21. Does that hit above your armor class? Your AC.
Yes.
And he's going to be hitting you for 9 damage.
Okay.
He is then going to be turning around and striking with 2 claws over at Mason.
Yes.
Because he did not like being hit in the butt.
That's very fair. I understand this completely.
17 and a 16.
They both missed.
Alright, so he swipes. They just kind of bounce off your armor. Next up is going to be Jean.
All right.
How do I put in damage?
Just
Or do I
decrease it from your hit points.
I'm gonna go over
Okay.
here and cast. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Hex.
Alright.
And where the fuck's my Hex?
What are you giving him disadvantage on?
What?
Hex
Oh,
gives
yeah.
them disadvantage on whatever kind of check you want.
I keep forgetting about that. Let's go with wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm just gonna shoot him with my longbow, and I'm gonna take the sharpshooter thing. Does a 12 hit?
12 misses.
Oof. Well, that's my turn.
Alright. Next up is Svend.
I should have used that thunder wave. Somebody told me not to use.
You shouldn't have. It's one animal. It's one creature.
But I'm hungry and want to eat it.
You do hit. Svend. And he shudders and he takes a step back. And as the fireball hits him, you kind of see the flames just dissipate. He lets out a low growl at you. Fair enough. On who?
I'm putting the shield of faith on the new guy because he looks like he just took a bit of a hit.
All right. So Dragwin, you currently have +2 to AC for 10 minutes, up to 10 minutes, unless you get hit. Next up.
+2. What's AC? Accuracy?
No.
No, that's armor class.
Armor class. So
Don't
I should
add,
put that in my.
No. Don't change it. Just add 2 whenever I ask you if a number hits. Okay.
Okay.
So next up is Dragwin.
Okay. Go at it with my longsword again.
Okay. And you do hit. All right. Next up is Marshall.
I'm going to hit him again with Uncanny Bonus. There's no superiority die this time, though I only have 1 left. Natural 20.
Nice. You are
Yeah.
one-handing it, I assumed.
Huh?
I assumed you're one-handing it.
Yes, I always one hand because I'm a duelist. Or almost always one hand, yeah. But,
There you go.
what is that? 2. Okay, so, 9 damage. I deal 9 damage to it. I just want to stop this lunge.
All right. So it's going to be his turn, and he's looking a little bit rough. So he's going to let out a howl. And then in the distance you hear some returning howls.
I think I love wolves. I want one.
Coming from the... Let's do this. So before you even know what's happening, Mason, directly behind you is another one of these wolves.
There we go.
He's going to be jumping out and taking 2 slashes at you, and then a bite.
Fair enough.
And he has advantage because he has you
Flanking,
flanked.
yes.
Yep. 21,
Hits.
19,
Misses.
and 12.
Misses.
All right, you are going to be taking 7 points of piercing damage.
I'll take that, yeah.
All right. And then that is going to bring it to Jean's turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep shooting.
Oh, I totally forgot about Kovacs's turn.
Oh, all right.
No,
We
it
can
is
ignore
your
that,
no,
then.
it
We
is
can ignore that, right?
your turn.
Right?
It is still your turn. Kovacs rolled
Ah, damn. Well, that's not
a 2.
good.
So let me roll here, and this is a ranged attack, I assume.
Yes.
All right.
Shoot me. I can parry it.
Give me a dex save, Jean.
Oh boy. I could do worse.
Oh, that's one. Natural 1.
Oh. So you bring your bow back, you launch it, and Dragwin, give me a Constitution save.
Oof.
Wait, how do you do that?
Just click con, like on where it says saves. Click Constitution.
Saving throws?
Yes.
And then click Constitution.
Okay.
Click Constitution. Not the checkbox, but the actual word Constitution. There we go. So you're sitting there fighting this wolf, and then you feel like an arrow bounce off the back of your armor plating.
Hey, wrong guy!
All
He
right.
wants to eat you.
I turn around and whistle.
How many wolves are there?
All right.
I
Next up
didn't
is Femd. Femd.
Femmed.
The love of my
Sorry,
life.
I'm trying to mute in between times so that I'm not, talking and causing more. So I was going to say that I see that someone's taken a little bit of damage, but I'm not too terribly worried yet. So I'm going to go ahead and cast. So I think last time we talked about this, I can't cast a cantrip and do my spiritual weapon at the same time. Is that correct?
Correct, unless one of them is a bonus action.
Okay. Well, the
spiritual weapon is a
spiritual
bonus action.
spiritual weapon is the bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
so I can do it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to do the firebolt first, and then if that
Miss.
does it hit?
No, that's a miss.
Okay. So then I will do the spiritual weapon second.
All right, that does hit.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast it at a level 2. Okay.
All right. Next up is Kovacs. So, as you guys are sitting here fighting, you just see Kovacs pick up his shield and his hammer, and he just goes running forward. You're not quite sure where he's going because you guys are kind of focused on the fight, but he just goes charging forward, letting out a roar.
Okay.
So,
Bye.
next
Bye.
up,
Have a great time.
Next up is Dragwan.
Can I use Thunderwave now to hit them both?
But you would also hit your teammate.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this. Actually, how big is Thunderwave?
15-foot cone.
Cone?
Yeah, it would hit you. Yeah, cones. The closer it is to me, the smaller the AOE. So as it goes
no,
out,
Thunderwave,
it cones.
Thunderwave is a square attack.
It's a box around a
Yeah.
15-foot box around the caster.
No, it's a 15-foot box around wherever
Well,
you cast.
well, the
you
one
can
next
cast
to me
that
has been thrice
No,
hit
no,
damage, so I think I'm gonna just go for longsword again.
All right. You miss. As you go to swing, he deftly dodges your attack. Mason.
Mildly concerned for my well-being, I will still attack the one that Dragonborn man is attacking, the one above me.
Okay.
With a longsword. 22, thankfully.
Oh,
I do
yes,
have-
you do have
Yeah, I am
advantage.
flanking.
I forgot, technically, so did he. Let me check your attack. Oh, wait, that was a while ago, wasn't it? Anyways, so yeah, you do hit. 22 does hit.
Alright, sorry. There you go. Ooh, wow, 12.
Nice. And with one last jab, you just shove it straight through his chest, dropping the wolf to the floor. And as the wolf hits the floor, he dissipates into a cloud of black smoke.
Oh, I wanted blood.
What do I do to fill
For
in
reasons
the
unknown to
hit
you people.
points?
Hit points is based off of your constitution and then your hit dice. So it's your max hit. Your first level is your max hit dice plus your con modifier, and then you can either roll for your health. So it'd be whatever you roll plus your con modifier, or you can take the median plus your con modifier.
That what?
You can either roll for it, so it'd be your dice roll plus your con modifier, or
Okay.
you can take the median. Like let's say you have a D10, you would take 5 and then add your con modifier to it, and then that's how much health you
So
get.
my constitution's so I roll and then add my constitution, right?
Your modifier, not your constitution.
If you want to roll, I don't suggest rolling.
My modifier at
Pretty
2.
shit health.
Yes, if that's what it is.
I rolled
Okay.
a 2 and a 1 for health.
I'd take I'd take the average if I were you. It's the safer bet
Say what?
for your health.
But next up is this wolf. So seeing his friend drop, he's going to let out a howl, and then he's going to jump out and bite you, Mason. He's going to be swinging for a 17. Man, they've been rolling a lot of 17s. I think I got some weighted ass dice. Let me try some dice here real quick. All right, let me get a new set of dice. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. So I
So I
assume a
rolled
17
one.
misses.
I rolled 1
Wait,
d6.
you should have had. Wait.
Yes.
Your
17 misses.
your dice roll should be a D10 though, right? Your Constitution is 1d10, or your. But yeah, so 17 does miss. Just
Yep,
give me
17 misses.
Just give me 1 second. There you go. So you just click that. So you'd be rolling a d12, not a d6. If you're gonna roll, just click where it says hit dice. See? Alright. And then as he lets out this howl, Jean, coming down at you is another one of these gallivanting wolves. He just comes bolting out of nowhere. Just raw. Ooh. I guess I got all the good rolls out for you. My bad. So you gain 3 health on that one.
Don't worry, I got a 1 as well. And then I have 2.
I will...
So,
Damn, why don't
Constitution
y'all
is that
guys
like
just take the average?
I didn't know I could.
well, so what would be the average?
I mean, you can take the average if you want. It'll be 6 plus your con modifier, so it'd be 8 instead.
I like
Anyways,
that.
he's going to be swinging at you.
So I fill it up to my total would be 8, or do I put it underneath the blank underneath that?
No, you would add 8 to whatever your current total is.
Plus 5.
Your starting health would be 14, and you add 8 to
Yeah.
that, and then you roll 2 more times. Anyways, he's gonna be taking 2 claw attacks and a bite at you,
Wait. Oh,
Jean.
Alright.
Oh fuck! Natural 20 on the bite attack.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, this is gonna be painful. Jesus fuck! 18 damage,
Ooh, that's not good.
and that's just the bite attack. He still has 2 claw attacks.
You're dead.
I might be going down, boys.
That's
Oh.
fine. You're acceptable casualty.
Here you go. He rolled a 12 and a 13
thank
as his next 2.
Well,
Miss-
12
miss-
misses,
miss.
but
Wait, does a 13 hit?
yes.
Oh shit!
Is 13 your
well,
armor class?
I only have leather armor.
Oh, true. What is your
Trying to get
AC? If it meets, it hits.
Yeah, it's 13.
Okay, I was making sure. He's going to be dealing to you 6 damage.
Well, I'm dead.
You're unconscious. Not dead yet.
So he has fallen unconscious. Next up is gonna be. Well, give me a death save. It's your turn. So give me a death saving throw.
Already? Fuck.
Yep, it's your turn.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, okay, 1 success.
Shit,
Sven,
I did not do
your
that.
turn.
All right, I decide not to attack. Immediately, like, oh shit. I'm gonna do a cure wounds on my buddy.
Thanks.
Let's see if we can keep him alive at least for a little bit longer.
What's funny is he goes that wolf goes before I do, so there's a high likelihood I'll just get downed again.
No, you'll be fine. So
Well,
then
but
the
just-
question I have is that spiritual weapon was a bonus action when I cast it. Is it a bonus action as well in a regular turn when I'm going to use
Yes.
it?
Yes,
Okay.
if you're gonna move it, it's just a bonus action.
Moving or and attacking are both a bonus action.
Sweet. All right, then I'm going to give him a level 3 cure wound. Nope, level 2 cure wounds.
Wait,
Did we?
you have 2 concentration spells going right now.
Do I?
Yes, you have Shield of Faith and Spiritual Weapon.
Is it too many?
No, I think 2 is what you can have. I don't think you. If
I
I
actually have 1.
So I can't heal?
No, you can. Healing doesn't require concentration.
Hold
So you
on.
can still cast spells if you have a concentration spell up, but you can't have more than 1 concentration spell up.
yeah, you can't have more than 1 concentration spell.
So you have to
Okay.
choose between Shield of
Wow.
Faith or Spiritual Weapon.
So which one do you want?
I'm going to be keeping the spiritual faith, shield of faith up, and losing the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And then I'm able to cast a heal spell, yes?
Well, you're able to cast a
Yes.
heal spell anyways.
But you need to run up to them. It's a range of touch.
Yeah, you have to touch it.
All
Yeah,
right,
so
well
you-
then
And don't forget
I
your
will-
life passive.
Touch me.
Yep, thank you very much, because there's 2 extra points on that.
Well, you have to run up to Jean if you're healing him.
I'm running. I'm running.
Resuscitate.
All right,
Look
so
him.
he gets 12 healing plus
Two.
2. I'll make sure because
Spicy.
I keep missing things. But you might still be unconscious, though, I think.
No.
No, until you get roused awake, you are unconscious. You're just stabilized.
Oh.
If you would
I
like, as
had
a
to-
bonus action, you can rouse him.
If
Is it
what has...
Homer?
Say that again?
If you would like, as a bonus action, you can rouse him. Like, wake him up.
Oh, okay, so I basically heal him and then, like, slap him on the face kind of
Pretty
thing?
much.
Okay, then I will do that because we kind of need it.
But until your next turn, John, until your next turn, you are prone.
Until what?
Until your next turn, John, you are prone. Because you're lying
Alright.
down. Next up, Dragwin.
Mm-hmm.
I think my character's done. Just need some
Do you,
crit-
Do you have-
crit- critiques.
well, do you have that wolf down there?
I can handle it.
Well, then I will move for an attack. And
Nice. That hits.
bang. And click.
Nice. Alright. Mason.
Boy.
You're still.
I'm going to move a little bit to the side of this wolf, like down here,
Okay.
and I will whack him with a longsword. That's a 7. That misses.
That does miss.
That's fine.
Alright. So now it's the wolf's turn.
Yes.
Mason, we're going to take the one that's here in front of you first. He's going to be rolling. Nothing that hits you. Your AC is 20, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
I am
he's-
sad though.
He rolls nothing that hits you.
It's pop my shield to block all the attacks.
Alright. Now, he just got hit by this big old Dragonborn that just came running down, so he's going to turn and he's going to take 2 swings at the Dragonborn and one bite at the healer. So Dragwin, coming your way, you have both miss, because right now your armor class is 21. So both the claw attacks miss. Femd, as for you, he does manage to roll a 14. Does that hit?
I didn't hear what he rolled. I'm sorry.
A 14.
Miss.
14 misses. Alright, he misses all of his attacks. Jean.
Alright, no more fucking around. No more fucking around.
All
I'm
right.
hitting him.
Hold
I'm
on. I think you just got roused, right?
I did.
Okay.
Oh, that's not. I'm not hitting him with that. I'm hitting him with this.
Oh shit.
I don't want to cast light. All right. So I use my action. I sprout wings,
Oh shit.
and I
He
fly.
came back to fucking life. He was like, oh hell.
I'm gonna go 15 feet straight up, and cast my bonus action of Hexblade's Curse on this wolf in front of me, and that's my turn.
Do you attack of opportunity on him? Is he left melee range?
I don't know. Does he?
He does, because you have left his attack radius. So as you're
I'll take it.
flying up, he's going to be taking his swings and bites and all that at you.
Wait, all of them?
It's an attack. I guess it's attack of opportunity is only 1 in 5e, isn't it?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, sorry, it's 5e.
It is only one.
I'm thinking path. My bad.
Oh god, if that was all 3, I would have.
So he's gonna be taking a bite at you, and he's gonna be biting up at you for a grand total of 16.
16?
No, 16 to hit.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a hit. I was like, oh my god.
And
I
he-
know. I just brought him back to life. Can you be a little gentle with him? Good lord.
I don't control the dice.
Is he dead? Is he
Actually, yes, you do.
unconscious again?
He deals 7 damage to you.
Alright, that's not bad.
Alright, pardon about that. Next up, we have Svend.
Oh, it's me again. Okay. Well, I feel the need to start tossing off some heal spells because it looks like we're perhaps not winning this. I'm going to do another heal spell.
Wait.
Why don't you leave him down until we take care of this wolf, lady?
No, he's flying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can that thing reach me, like, since I'm flying above
Yeah,
him?
if he's flying, is he cool now?
Well, considering how he just got an attack of opportunity on you.
Well, that was as it was flying up. How about, like, in my current
left,
position?
You left his attack range.
Okay,
So,
so he's probably okay. So-
That's true.
All right, so Mason's down there, and he's missing, so he's probably looking pretty healthy as well. All right, so am I able to ascertain which of these wolves looks perhaps like they've a little bit more damage than the other?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Bear with me, I'm trying to move my window around so I can see all this at one time. So
You're okay.
things are.
And mind
Okay,
you, Kovacs is somewhere off doing Kovacs thing.
Kovacs ran off. I'm used to this now.
The one Mason's fighting is bloodier.
Okay, then I'm going to toss a flame bolt over there. Then bear with me here, and we're gonna or firebolt, whatever this thing is called. I don't know.
And you miss.
Boy, this one's mine.
All yours.
Thank you.
Alright, Dragwin.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go for a longsword then. Bang. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you do hit, sorry. 24 hits, my man. Alright.
Unless
You
one of
just
us
keep
knows
hitting.
how to
You
hit
just keep
something.
hitting. Yeah. Just keep hitting.
Mason, your turn.
Alrighty. We all know how original I am.
Right? I mean, you're a fighter, so it's
Yes.
about as original as you can get.
Yes.
And,
That misses.
Swing and a miss.
That's the turn. I'm good.
Alright, the wolf's turn. Sven, taking a bite out at you for a 17.
Hit.
Alright, and this is also going to be breaking your concentration on your spell, so that Shield of Faith is going to be dropping off of Dragwin.
I thought you had to roll for that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she has to, that's right. God damn it, sorry, this isn't Pathfinder. As you can tell, I clearly play Pathfinder more than 5e.
It's a Constitution saving throw for either 10
Yes.
or half the damage you take, whichever one is higher.
He's going to be dealing 8 damage to you.
So you
Okay.
need to be a 10 with the Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So give me a con save.
I will do a con save, and if I do it, that means that he keeps the shield, right?
Yes, he does get to keep the shield.
All right.
Big nice.
No one's dying on my watch.
Well, except
That's
for maybe
why.
Mason. Let's roll some attacks on Mason here.
Yeah, come on, give me all of them.
What's your HP, Sven?
Mine is 22. Oh, actually, no, I don't think I ever healed. I didn't heal, so actually I'm down to 21.
Don't say actual
sorry.
health. You can
And
give a
actually-
description of how you look.
Sorry, I forgot. And did I take 7 damage on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, he still has his 2 claw attacks at Dragwin, doesn't he?
Yeah, the one up there.
Yep,
Does.
yep. Dragwin, 23 and a 15. The 23 does hit.
Is it against me?
No, this is that Dragwin. Dragwin, he does hit you for 9 damage. Mason,
Yo.
he's rolling for a 21, an
Yep.
18, and a 24.
Alrighty, which one's the bite?
The 21.
Alright, I'm going to parry that to reduce the damage.
That halves it, doesn't it?
No, I roll a d8 plus my
Alright,
dexterity.
Go ahead, roll it.
I reduce the damage by 6.
So you take 3 points of damage from it.
Nice.
And then from the 1 claw attack that went through, you're going to be taking 10 points.
Okay.
Alright. Next up, we have Jean. who's currently
Alright.
flying like an angelic little bitch.
Can I? Would I get flanking if I fly behind this wolf still?
You would, but you have to go within his melee range, so then if you try to fly up again, he'll get another AO on you.
Hmm.
You have to shoot him?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's true.
So would I get it if I'm flying behind him? Would I get it? Not in melee range though.
Yes.
I would. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I'm gonna use my bonus action to transfer hex onto this boy,
Okay.
and then
Your hex would have broken up. You would have to recast it when you went down.
apparently I can maintain concentration on hex for an hour long.
Well, but
Does
you
it-
went unconscious.
You went unconscious. You lose all
true.
concentration.
I can't concentrate while I.
I'm
Can't
sleeping.
Right.
All right. Well, in that case, what other bonus actions can I pull out of my ass?
Quite a few.
No. Did we long rest between, or not long rest, but short rest between the time we were in the dwarf place from now?
Yes, it's a long rest.
No, it's a
Wait,
short
was it
rest.
lost?
It was only a few hours.
All right. So I still have a spell slot left then.
And actually, technically, it wouldn't have been a short rest because you guys had been walking, so it really wouldn't have been a rest.
Dang. Never mind.
Technically.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna attack with my bow.
I beg to differ.
Hey,
after the fight with a doll, I made sure to say that I needed a long rest.
Yes, but since then, since the goblin fights and all that, there's not been a rest.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the door. Okay. Okay.
Since the doll at the start of the session, there has
Okay.
not been any opportunity to rest.
Correct. We have not rested at all. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's what I. Okay. No problem.
Just to clarify, it did have advantage on this, because if so, I got that fat crit.
Yes, you do have advantage.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Dude.
you sharpshooted this as well.
Yes. 18
Yeah, you just
That's 25.
or
fly-
25.
you fly up and you see a weak point in its fur, and you just fucking obliterate that weak point, and he falls to the ground and dissolves into smoke.
Yes.
Yay!
Dink.
Yay.
All right.
Thankfully, he did not howl one more time because we did not need more help.
I'm gonna fly a little bit in this direction, and then that's it.
All right. Svimd.
All right, I'm going to. I thought I had a group heal spell, but it must be when I turn 5. I'm going to do a cure wounds.
So you get a group heal spell at level 5? You know your level doesn't
Uh,
correspond with the level spell you can cast, right?
I thought there was a group heal at level 3, like mass healing word or something like that,
That's-
but I don't have it.
I thought. Yeah, but the spell that you can cast isn't based upon your level. Like at okay, let's make sure that you're aware.
And Master of the
Yeah.
Word is a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 2 characters that I'm playing clerics on right now in 2 different games, and so I'm just having trouble keeping my spells straight is all.
All right.
So I was just more like saying that out loud, but yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to do another cure wounds
I gained 7 health from killing that thing, so
on
just so you know.
the new guy because I think he took some damage. So that's going to be on Dwagon.
That's so adorable when you say it.
And then you get back 10 plus 2, you get 12.
Wait,
12.
but how'd you touch him if you're over there?
I thought I was standing right next to
He's
him.
standing
aren't I?
right next to me.
Then this guy down here. Yeah, this guy right here is me. If the clip where
Who's the guy down there?
So I go back up to 39.
she's targeting the blue guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Talking to me.
Yeah, Mason.
Yeah.
If you are feeling a little poorly, you
No,
probably
no,
need to
I'm
let
good.
your all right. Let your cleric know. Just saying.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
As it says,
Let your boy know, so that way your boy can help you.
I'm bleeding and dying, but I'm fine.
Perhaps you need to let your cleric know before she starts
No.
rolling him. Okay.
Dragwin,
She already said it.
your turn.
Okay. Then I will. Do I get come up behind it? Do I get like bonus damage like you did?
You'll get a
Yeah,
flanking.
flanking.
You'll have an advantage on your attack.
Yes. Then I will. How do you do flanking
It's-
damage?
It's automatically rolled
Uh,
when you rolled your attack, so just roll your
yeah.
attack.
Essentially, you roll the d20 twice instead of once.
16 does hit. All right, Mason.
All right. I don't want to leave this in's range because that's a bad idea. But I'm going to hit it again.
You do.
Great. Why is this? Okay.
All
9
right.
points of damage.
And
Sorry
you
for
just
damage.
stab him, and he goes down. Turns into a puff of
Stab
smoke.
it. Poofs into a.
Yep.
No, I wanted to eat that.
Oof.
So give me some
Bruh.
perception checks.
Fucking, where the hell is
Give me
Kovacs?
some perception checks.
I rolled a 7.
Everybody give me some perception checks.
Working on it.
Svemd, Jean. It's in your skills. Yeah. Svemd, Jean, and Letitia, Dragwin. You do hear some fighting ahead of you. Just outside of your... There's a weird smoke wall that has blocked your path. But you do hear fighting ahead on the path.
So we should go check it out.
All right.
All right.
Alright.
Immediately as I hear the fighting, I'm gonna try and use as much of my remaining flying time to fly over the wall.
Well, there's not an actual wall. It was a joke because I hadn't revealed it.
Oh. Well,
So-
I still use as much flying as I can.
As I reveal this, or as
So-
as this
I'm
comes,
just- oh, my bad. I'm leaving.
you're leaving.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I almost had something to say.
oh yeah. Just give me 1 second. So as you come up, you see Kovacs just going to town on these fucking wolves. You see,
Holy fuck.
you see 3 wolves around Kovacs, and he's fighting them off like they're biting and chomping. And then as you guys kind of focus up, you see him drop all 3.
Wow.
And you called this guy a little bitch, John.
Yo, he got fucked in the first session.
And
Well,
the
he wa-
wagon was about to, well, granted, but it was a lucky shot with an arrow through the goddamn eye. I mean, seriously.
And then as he runs forward again, and then you see him assist some unknown person, and he finishes off the other 2.
I wanted to shoot a longbow to help him.
Can I move over there?
Yeah. So you see this unknown figure step forward, and Kovacs and him are talking.
What kind of thing is it?
As far as you can tell, it looks dragon-esque. Kind of like your friend, kind of like your new friend, but different. As you get closer, you realize that he is a half-dragon and not a dragonborn.
I want to touch his scales.
Can I say something real quick?
As you guys step forward, they're in mid-conversation, and Kovacs kind of breaks mid-sentence and goes, "Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Let me introduce my friends here.
Please no.
Please don't.
Anyways, this is the last one here, Jean. The bigger guy is Mason. I don't know this Dragonborn's name. What was your name, son?
Dragwin?
This here's Dragwin. And the lovely lady in the back there is Fed.
Wow, flirtatious.
Lovely. What an adjective.
Who is this unholy
What is-
halfling?
Bruh!
Watch your mouth, Dragonborn. I am more dragon than you'll ever be. I'm just playing. I have no ill will against your kind. My name is Nix Una. It is nice to make your acquaintance. And he is a rather large fellow. He stands about 12 foot tall, so he is quite literally like 3.
12.
Yeah, he's quite literally like 3 Kovacs on top of it, like stacked up. And
What color are his scales?
he is like a bronzish goldish kind of
Okay.
color. He's rather tall for his ilk, because they usually are typically human size, but he is rather large. And goes, "Well, I've heard you've been keeping Kovacs here out of trouble. I appreciate you saving his life in the caverns. He told me what you did for him, Svend." And he reaches out a claw to shake your hand.
I'll shake his hand wearily.
He grabs it kind of tight. He doesn't seem to be fully aware of his own strength and kind of crushes your hand, not damagingly, and he doesn't mean it to be malice. He's just big guy, big hands. He squeezed a little bit tighter than he thought. He goes, "Oh,
Chop
sorry,
off his
lass.
hand.
What the fuck? Who the hell did that?"
I.
Alright, who touched it? Are these horses freshly dead?
Not freshly.
No.
He goes, well, so what brings you guys over to the
Sorry, my
outpost? No, you're good. So what brings you guys to the outpost? And Kovacs kind of steps aside and goes, well, well, that's your story to tell. And he gestures to you guys.
Plant man.
So
I'm-
we've been.
He's back. Sorry.
You can just say TLDR and then you don't actually have to tell the full story.
Oh, what does TLDR mean?
Too long, didn't read.
That's funny.
TLDR,
Alright.
plant man.
And he goes, huh. Wait. What was his name?
Hamza.
Hanzo? That wasn't his name.
No, Mom. Sorry.
Who?
Lando, wasn't it? Or some shit?
Lonzo.
He looks at you and
Lonzo?
goes, no, where is he? And he opens up his mouth and you can see this giant like lightning ball start to form in his mouth.
He disappeared, didn't he? He was here like 10 minutes ago, and then he poofed. He is gone. We don't know.
Ass and titties?
And then as you guys are sitting here talking, you hear, very good, stupid dragon. And then from the back, he reappears. Well, I finally got all of you here. It's nice to see all the new friends. And as he's sitting there and he's addressing you guys, he goes, well, you know, I guess I could probably drop this. Wait, where the fuck is the... Oh. He goes, well, I suppose I could probably drop this little disguise I've had. And he runs his hands over his face and over his body. And then before you stands a rather elegant looking golden elf. Ooh, not so big.
And not so elegant.
But I like
Also, to
big
be
bitches.
completely honest, I kind of
I
saw
wanna
this
go
coming
up.
the entire time.
I want to go up. I want to go up on her.
To him. And he goes,
Is it the
I
golden?
want to climb it.
Is it the
Climb
golden
on.
man?
okay, if you guys let me talk, Jesus.
Does she have a tree house?
Hold on.
Call me a squirrel when I hide my nuts.
So as he runs his hand over his body, his skin starts to glitter this amazing gold like you've never seen before. He's got these wood-like horns growing out of his head and these really long ears. Okay, shush! He's got this long green flowing locks going down to about his waist, and as he uncovers, you realize his whole skin is green, and then like the features, like his lips, his eyes, the tips of his ears, his hair are all green, like a earthy green. And he takes a arrogant bow as he reappears. Roll persuasion to hit that. And he goes, so, it's finally nice that you all are here. And Nyx raises his sword, goes to take a charge, and then the golden man just snaps his fingers. Nyx's head turns, and he falls to the ground.
You said man?
Did he just kill fucking old boy's friend?
Yeah, so Nyx raises his sword, he goes to run forward. The golden man snaps his fingers, and where you saw Nyx's back of the head, you now see his face.
Ooh,
He turned his head all the way around.
he's dead.
And
He snapped his neck.
and Nyx goes thudding to the ground. Oh fuck! Just like my headphones almost just did.
So
I
where's
rolled
next?
I rolled natural 20 persuasion to tap that.
No, that doesn't work.
Can I eat the half?
Okay. So
Is anybody gonna eat that?
as he snaps Nyx's head, Kovacs just lets out this "Raw!" and he goes to run forward, and then the gold man snaps his fingers, and Kovacs is like frozen. In place. The
God damn it, Kovacs is
sword-
harder than this.
Sword above his head, shield out, like ready to strike. He snaps, and then Kovacs is like paralyzed in place. Rolling persuasion isn't gonna work.
I rolled natural 20 though.
Wait, what exactly are you persuading?
I want to hit that.
No.
Persuade that elf so they can hit that.
Are you trying to persuade him to have sex with you?
No, I'm just fucking
Anyways,
around.
you guys are taking a very dramatic encounter and ruining it.
What is the meaning of this?
Alright, so
What is the meaning
As a-
of this?
he looks at you and goes, well, this is the end game to bring Loki back. Once you all are sacrificed, my god shall rise and bring ruin to this world and bring back the old ways. It shall be glorious. But it's unfortunate this one, and he kicks Nyx right in the face. It's unfortunate this one had to die. Stupid dragon, or half dragon, could have used somebody like him. But I won't sacrifice you if you do something for me. If you join with me and promise to fight for Loki and bring him back to former glory, I promise you shall be spared.
Alright, who's diddling the other guy? Stop it.
That's Nick. You can tell by the color. Nick, stop.
Huh.
Yeah,
Two
sure.
questions. One, what are the old ways, out of curiosity? And two, what do we get out of helping you bring Loki back? Besides,
Besides your life.
our lives, and what exactly is the end game here?
The end game is to bring Loki back and bring ruin to this world.
Yeah, but what's the point of ruining the world? Don't you want to rule over something nice?
You think this is nice? You think this death and decay and this chaos
Who's
and
talking?
disease are nice? You think
Wait,
that
who's
this
talking?
around us... The Golden Man's talking. You think that all
This
this...
guy?
Oh my god, yes!
Okay.
Sorry, I have a few pet peeves, and being interrupted is like one of my two pet peeves. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but I literally have two. The other one is hearing people eat. So those are like the only two things that irritate me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to come off as rude, but
It's fine.
those are like the only two things that annoy me.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know.
But what was they saying?
Disease and decay are
Oh
nice.
yeah, because you think all this is nice. Look at this, you being tossed through time, seeing the ruin that this has brought, seeing that old hag in the well, just being reduced to that because she lost the man she loved. You think all of this is nice?
Well, if you put it like that, it's not very nice. However, aren't you kind of responsible for some of this death and decay that isn't so nice?
He leans back a little bit and goes, you know, I used to think of that as well, but in the end I've come to realize if I'm not the one killing these people, somebody else will. And at least when I kill them, I'm trying to bring around something good, something better, a new world, a god that can change everything.
What exactly is your alternative here?
I've already made a pact with Loki. I turned my back on him. It's death.
Any god that requires sacrifice in order to do anything isn't a good god.
He leans forward and goes, but isn't the sacrifice worth everything? Everything's going to die anyways. Why not just make everything die with a purpose? What I'm doing for these people is making sure that their deaths are not in vain.
Living with a purpose makes a better world. There is no purpose in death.
There is a purpose. If you refuse me, your deaths will be the final bit I need to bring back Loki. Or you can stand with me and help me find the last few sacraments.
What do you mean by sacraments?
Sacrifices.
Oh. Well, what makes us special? What makes us sacrifices, I suppose?
The power that you hold inside of you. Granted,
That's
you're
fair.
you're not the only ones with said power, so I can find others. It would just take me a day or two.
So suicide is not the answer.
Exactly. Join me and rise to power and live.
If you can help me find my family, my sister, then I will join you.
I can help you find whoever you wish.
What
I
about
cross my
JD?
arms and I say, sure.
He steps forward over Nyx's body, directly in front of, he's in front of Kovacs, not on top of him. Here, let me do this.
He's using Kovacs as a bar stool.
Would you please stop mounting our dwarf friend?
And he reaches out his hand, and as he reaches out his hand, you notice that his fingers are super long and gangly, but his nails are non-existent. It's just it's like this thick flesh has encompassed his whole hand, and it leads up his arm under his sleeve. He goes, "If you wish to join me, shake my hand."
Oh, fuck.
He's probably some sort of archfey that can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm
Alright,
kind of wondering if this is a nut up or shut up fighting moment.
Is his arm like... Alright, can you describe his arm again?
It's
Like I
like,
said, there's no nails.
No
but
nails.
There's nothing besides skin. There's no hair. There's nothing. It's
Just
like this,
nubs?
It's
No, he has fingers, but there's no wrinkles. There's no hair. It's just like this smooth, as
Like
if
gelatin?
Yeah, it's like as if he had like dipped his arm in gold and then pulled it out and was still able to move his arm.
oh.
So, wait, hold on. You said
he
there's
has,
no
he
wrinkles.
has a beautiful golden arm, but no fingernails.
Yes, and no
I
hair,
see.
no wrinkles or nothing. It's
Alright, I get
flawless.
that dipped in gold
Yeah.
thing now.
But his whole
Is it
body
his-
looks like this. There's no wrinkles. There's no crow's feet. There's nothing. There's nothing out of place. Everything is smooth.
Can I insight him?
Sure.
So when you say wrinkles, you're saying like
There's no crow's feet. There's no like
old age wrinkles or like the wrinkles
No, like
where
when you
your
look at your
joints are at?
knuckles, like when you look at your knuckles, you notice those wrinkles. There's none of that. There's nothing like that.
Okay.
And as you're trying to size him up, as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
What?
You cannot.
Oh, as you look him over and try to figure out what he's saying is true, as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
How tall is he?
10 foot tall.
Okay. And he's... Which arm did he pull out? His right or his left?
His right.
Okay. I look at his arm for a few seconds and I shake it.
As you shake his hand, you feel this burning hot sensation leading up from your arm. Now, at this point, you feel his hand kind of tighten around your grip, and you're trying to pull it away. If you are, you can't seem to move your hand, and as this searing heat, it doesn't hurt, but you can feel the heat rise up from your arm and just kind of encompass your whole body. And as you're sitting here, you notice that your skin is also losing its wrinkles. And what color was your skin originally?
Like pale-ish? Just pale?
Well, as you're sitting here, you realize that your skin is taking on this grayish tone, and
Gray?
but it's like a shiny gray, kind of like a silver, like a steel. And as the whole thing takes over your body, he goes, "The pact has been struck. You are now one with me."
Gross.
Wait, when you said steel, am I shiny too?
Slightly, you glitter a little bit.
Slightly. Okay.
Like what?
Shine like a diamond.
Do I feel any different?
Outside of having no wrinkles and no flaws, I mean, a little.
A little. Okay.
And he goes, and then, will you please stop spamming that? And then he looks to the rest of you and goes, "Do you wish to join your friend here and make the proper decision?" And he holds his hand out, just kind of for anybody to grab.
I'm weighing my limited options.
As you are sitting here, Jean, it was Jean that took the hand, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can feel his emotions kind of flowing through you. You feel this white hot anger, and that's where you feel that heat. You've finally pinpointed the source of that heat. It's this anger and this hate that he holds inside of him. But it's not just evil intent. You feel this drive, this motivation, this intense willpower. And he genuinely thinks, and you can get the feeling that he genuinely thinks that he is doing the right thing.
Okay.
I don't really know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, I'm looking at who's in here, and I don't think two of them were here at the beginning. So I'm going
Oh.
to ask this guy some questions.
But
Okay.
All right. So the first thing I have is I want to know why he has led us here. Why he couldn't just talk to us way back in the first village.
True.
And as he, as you say that, he looks around and he raises his arms, like look at this. And as he has his arms raised, he begins to spin, like turn a little bit. And he goes, this is why. You see all of this death and destruction. It is all for Loki. If the final sacrament needs to be made, it needs to be made on hollow ground.
All right. And what is the final sacrament?
The final sacrament. I cannot tell you that, because you're not with me. And if you're not with me, well, you know what they say.
didn't he call us sacrifices?
He's using it interchangeably.
Do I know what the sacrament is now that I'm with him? Do I just gain this knowledge, or I still have to ask him?
You'd still have to ask him. Right now, you just have basic emotions and intent.
Man, that's kind of weird. I don't want to be feeling this guy.
It's too late. You've already.
Yeah, you took the
You've
fact
already
of
taken-
understanding.
Oh, I
what
didn't
it
think
is.
I'd be feeling him though. Fuck.
You feel me, bro?
You
Feel me,
turn
bro?
colors and everything. All right. The next question I have is, he had come to me back in the village, and I'd like to ask him, what did you do when you came to me in the village?
He looks you up and down and goes, I suppose you are still that same little lass I met all those years ago. I'm surprised, honestly. I didn't expect you to survive, but I'm proud of you. The ring, I just activated its innate ability to essentially bend to my will. Everything that's happened with that ring has been because I've wanted it to. You think that ring just happened upon you?
Well, I know it changed. I didn't know if it did or did not.
And he like raises the finger and he like acts like he's tapping on your forehead and goes, I could feel in here the innate ability that you held within you as a child. I needed to find a way to tap into that and mold it to my will.
Okay. All right. So then the next question I have is, why the games through time? Why did we need to go back through time and come forward through time? What is it that we need to learn?
That has not fully been in my control. Not all of it, at least. What I changed was for you to see everybody, learn everything, see the death and destruction that will inevitably happen to all life, and for you to help make you form this decision.
All right. If it's not entirely under your control, whose control is it under?
Well, what me and your friends, who me and your friend are now under control of.
Loki.
He doesn't say anything.
All right. What other things do we have associated with the Golden Man? I thought there was a note that he killed a
There is
dwarf.
a dwarf woman
Was
in the bar.
I have the note.
Yeah. Was it the dwarf woman? Why did you kill her, or what did she find out that she had to be eliminated?
She didn't find out anything that she needed to be eliminated. In fact, I'm not the one that killed her.
Oh.
I don't know who did. Out of my hands.
You know, you seem to be all powerful, yet not controlling a damn thing.
Well, there's only so much I can do. I may be all-knowing, but even power is still all power is still just slightly out of my grasp. As soon as we bring Loki back to life, I shall have all the power I need.
And that's what all this is for. It's a power grab.
And to make the world a better place.
And death doesn't make the world a better place.
Tell me about Loki's sister.
How did you learn about Loki's sister?
It matters not.
He looks you up and down and goes, you might be a little bit more inquisitive, or a little bit too intuitive.
I suppose I can spare a story or two. You see, way before these lands were ever formed, before you and I were even a speck on the planetary radar, there was a handful of beings known as the gods. You've heard of them, you've read the stories, you've followed their ways, potentially. And he looks over at you, Paladin, and he goes, "It doesn't look like you follow a god, but you do follow a higher power than yourself. But these deities, they created this world, they shaped everything, they made it in their image. To start, it was beautiful, it was amazing, it was magical. Loki's sister, Sylvana, she was the one overseeing everything, making sure everything was going smooth. And then one day, Loki just kind of snapped. He went insane, started murdering and pillaging, and just wanted to just destroy everything. His sister ended up locking him away. And when I was talking to her about her brother, I asked her why she locked him up. And she was afraid of the change that he would bring, not the death and destruction, because she knew the death and destruction was inevitable and necessary for life to progress and for things to evolve and grow. But she was worried about the kind of change that he would bring, the free will, the free thinking, the change that comes with being alive. She would lose control over her people, and that's not what she wanted. Even you, cleric, you channel your power through some higher divinity. What if I could tell you there is a way to channel your power through yourself and not your divinity? That is what we are offering you. The power to be your own god, to control your own fate and make your own path, not something that some deity has laid out in front of you. We are offering you the better way.
Okay. And I think you did tell me a little bit about Sylvana and how she probably was the only person who's ever stood up to Loki. Where is she found these days?
You can't find her. Nobody can. Not even Loki. He spent years locked up in his cell, or decades locked up in a cell, trying to send out his minions. Even I've spent time looking, and even I can't find her.
Okay.
She
And
could
what
be
is
dead for all we know.
what does she control, or what did she control back when she was in power?
Well, she kind of controlled everything. You all called her by a different name, depending on what you wanted to fit. You called her Selûne or Sinestra or any one of many deities. She's even taken some gods like Crixus or male gods like that, and she's taken many forms. But in the end, about all 12 of your deities that you believe in, or maybe not believe in, lead back to the original 5.
Okay.
And she is about 3 or 4 of them.
Okay. I'm trying to think of anything else that we've stumbled across through this whole thing. I'm going to ask him about the old lady in the cave and who she was.
He looks at you. He stares deeply. He actually kind of leans over to meet you face to face. And he gets this thoughtful look and he goes, I was going to tell you who she is. And honestly, you would not like it. But you'll find out soon enough. And then he stands back up.
Okay. Do you know who her love is?
He stays silent.
Do I get any vibes from him?
The vibe. This is Jean talking, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The vibes that you're getting is he's telling the truth. Like, he is being fully sincere, and he's trying his hardest to persuade your friends to join. He will, you get the feeling that he will kill them if they do stand against him, but that's not what he's leaning towards right now.
I kinda am being persuaded here. Actually, I have an idea.
This is when it'd be really helpful.
I'm fucking persuaded.
I really, really need to have Demi Nova here right now because I think he was the one keeping notes. But there was a thing that the giant told us, and he said the Golden Man was basically the puppet of Loki.
Yeah, that's what the troll told us.
and he's only he has his own goals or whatever it is, but basically, oh, I forget the way he put it. He said the Golden Man is only out for himself, basically. Even though he says he's subservient to Loki, but really he's not. So I want to ask him, like, what do you get out of all this? Not what Loki's goals are, but what do you get out of all this?
He looks at you. He stands up straight, and he makes it clear that he's looking down on you. He goes, "You do not get to know such a thing."
Am I able to like communicate with him, like through my mind?
Are you attempting to?
Yes.
As you attempt to, you can hear him break through and go, "What do you want?"
Can I have a moment with my compatriots?
Now to the rest of you, you don't hear this going on. He just looks at Jean, and
He says what?
well, the rest they didn't hear that little dialogue. He just looks at you and he goes, and he says this verbally, "Granted," and then he steps back. He actually takes Kovacs with him.
Wait, does he just like pick him
I
up
was
or something?
just about to ask him to free Kovacs. That's so funny. Okay, go ahead.
Is he still frozen as he's?
Yes. Yeah, he's just being dragged right now.
All right, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but I don't have much to live for. And this guy, he's offering something, and it could lead me to something I could live for. I don't want to go into it right now. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if we have very many options here.
I think we should at least attempt this, because he seems pretty genuine, and I feel like he's onto something. But
The only one that knows he's been genuine so far is Jean.
Oh, I mean, I rolled a 1 to like resist any effect.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, so you
Like-
believe he's genuine? All right.
But no, it wasn't an insight. It was like it was more like a wisdom check to see if I'm being swayed. And
More of a personal role.
yeah, more of a personal role. I'm kind of swayed right now.
Swayed.
Yeah, but like the only reason I am like wary is the troll that we encountered before. It was a troll, right?
Yes.
a giant or
was a
whatever
giant.
that was, ogre. Yeah.
No?
It was an
whatever.
ogre. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I have no doubts that he believes every word that he's saying, but there's nothing good about anything that he's trying to acquire. And if Loki comes back, he's going to destroy everything. I mean, if the old ways were that great, then they would still be here.
That's true.
But he did
I don't
not.
know
But
if-
remember, he did not answer your question when you asked what the old ways were.
That is true. He did not answer my question when I asked about that.
Right. We're gonna go back to keeping black people in slavery. Yay!
Calm down, Kanye.
Calm down, Kanye, Jesus.
Can I do a history to see if I know anything about the old ways?
Sure.
Heard anything? Okay.
Yeah, give me a history check.
All right. Oof.
Well, would your character know things about the past? Like, would they be learned?
Probably not.
Okay. Anybody else want
Alright.
to give me an attempt?
I don't have any reason to.
Can I do it?
Yeah, sure. If you have a reason to. Do you have a reason to try to remember what he's, or try to get a pen on what he's talking about? I mean, even curiosity would work. So yeah, you can go ahead. Even if you're just curious.
What? Just click curiosity?
No, click history.
I use curiosity.
Bang!
All right.
Oh,
So
-1.
as you're sitting there, kind of like racking your brain, you're like, man, I know I read something somewhere in my travels. And you're
I
trying to
read
think.
books.
I eat books. I learn by
eat
osmosis. In one of the books you had eaten, you do remember there was a period in time. It was an ancient textbook that you found in a dungeon, it was actually a period of time where it seemed that there wasn't very much magic in the world. But then after like this 100-year period, all of a sudden the world is just flooded with this magic and these wondrous powers. And then as time's kind of going on, magic has kind of diverted to people that have focused on it, and it's no longer granted to everybody. So if you want to share that knowledge, you can.
So,
but out of what you remember eating is that time was relatively peaceful.
but is that the olden time that he speaks of?
You are unsure. You did only roll an 18.
Wow. Straight up sass.
Guys, he's gonna kill you.
So
that you do know.
I'll
Sean.
just say I share that knowledge with them. But as being unsure whether or not the time before the 100 years was the olden times, or I mean, if they were gods and deities, then they would have reigned far longer than 100 years. Am I not incorrect?
Well, there are currently still god and deities that are ruling.
I mean, like back then.
But as you guys are talking, he reapproaches. This time he's kind of like dragging Kovacs. He goes, so, have you made a decision?
I actually wanted to say something before he came back.
Okay, fine. I'll write down that a little bit. What do you want to say?
I wanted to say that I think we should agree to this, at least for now, just to see where things are going, because this man could kill us. And
you get a feeling that this is a little bit more permanent than a for now situation.
Yeah, kind of thought so. What else can we do? Well, one of us has already agreed to this.
XD.
I think at this point, it's whether or not we want to stand against him and Loki, or and fight and possibly die, or join him in bringing Loki back to destroy everything the way he sees fit. I mean, Loki was imprisoned for a reason.
Yes.
I mean, that's like unleashing a nuclear arsenal upon the world.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here and say not everyone is imprisoned justly.
Now,
whatever you say, ass kisser.
As you guys walk forward, he does catch that last little bit. He goes, "You're right. Not everybody is imprisoned justly. Loki was not. He was imprisoned for trying to give you humanoids free will, trying to make this world a better place. And what does he get for it? He gets an eternity in a hellhole. That's what he gets."
But he was killing to do it.
Well, sometimes you gotta prune away the diseased parts in order to make the world a better place.
Yeah, but killing and pillaging isn't the way.
We never pillaged.
You said pillaged.
No.
Yeah, but just to confirm something, the ogre did say the golden man has his own agenda, right?
Yes, that has been confirmed.
Okay.
Loki is a very bad man. Like there's no two ways about that.
Exactly.
The golden man does not necessarily work for Loki, but he definitely does tasks for Loki, but those tasks that he generally accepts are in his best interest, not necessarily just because Loki asks.
As you're saying that, Loki, or the golden man looks at you and goes, Loki is a being of power, of insane power. He's not evil. He's chaotic. He is freedom. He is peace. He is everything that you humans have ever wanted, and he can grant that to you.
Sounds like my kind of man.
There's no such thing as peace in chaos.
But through the chaos, you can form peace.
I asked the golden man what he knows about my family.
He looks at you, and you give me a perception check real quick. Just you.
Okay.
As you're kind of looking at him and he's staring deeply into your eyes, you can you think for like a split second that you see a tear kind of form in the corner of his eyes, and then they're gone. Like as soon as you realize it, and he goes, "Your family. I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could have done. That was unnecessary. It was crude. It was violent. I'm so sorry. I did not wish for what happened to happen, but there's nothing that I could do. Nothing Loki could do. It was a show of power. In all honesty, they were trying to get you because they knew if they could at least cut off one of somebody so powerful out of this group of, what you got here, 5, 6, 5,
Yeah.
including Kovacs. If they could just cut off one of the people needed, they could stifle the release spell. It was unnecessary.
Cut off that snake.
I'm sorry that your family had to go in the way they did. I wish there was going to be something that could have happened, but I can't defy a god, not even ones I don't follow.
Being sincere in that.
Yes, you can actually feel sadness kind of sweeping over him.
So another god killed her family in order to help to try to stop Loki from being released.
Essentially, that's what he's getting at, yeah. They were trying to get to Svemd. They had failed in that, but they had gotten her parents instead.
So Sven basically is the key. So
No, each one of you are the key.
Yeah, what he was just saying is that they needed all 7 of us for this release spell.
Or at least 7 people as powerful as you.
yeah, but if there are other people, then they wouldn't have specifically targeted her.
But
Right.
you don't know if they did target other people or if they've been successful.
Hmm.
And he looks over the group and he goes, "So, have you come to a decision?"
I'm in.
I'll go with Soon on this one.
Hmm.
He looks at you, Mason.
Oh wait, what, me?
Oh, sorry, no, Dragwin. He looks at you. He goes, "You seem like a dragonborn of great power. This would be silly for you to resist."
Oh, I don't like you one bit.
I'll go.
And then he holds out his hand and he goes, "Take my hand, all of you."
Can I double dip?
You cannot double dip.
Can I loot the dead guy?
He looks at you and goes, "Don't be disrespectful."
Oh.
Eat a dick. Can I loot the dead? Can I eat it?
"Give me your hand, Dragonborn."
Fusoda.
Can I give him my left hand?
Sure, you can give him whatever hand you want.
I give him my left hand.
Can I give him my middle?
So Svemd and Dragwin, you guys are also agreeing, putting your hands on his hand?
I am,
Yeah.
yep.
Yes.
Same thing happens to you. Your arm goes hot. You feel this. Well, actually, this time it's not going to be hot. You feel this. It's not cold, but it's like a sense. Not like a burning hate, but there is a warmth, and you kind of feel it like coursing through you. And as it kind of finally takes hold, that feeling that you're feeling is like a sense of accomplishment, and you can tell that it's coming from the Golden Man. And then he goes, "I'm sorry, there is one more thing that has to be done."
Of course.
And he brings Kovacs in front of him, and it tears off his head.
What?
Oh my.
No, that is
Good
weird.
sacrifice.
looking for it now. God damn it.
He raises
Whoa.
Kovacs's head above him. He hits a few things, and then you see the blood that's just pouring out of his neck just turn like to these golden drops and then stop halfway. And then as you finish these incantation, he lets go of the head and the golden blood just hits the ground and then becomes part of the soil.
Like it phases through the ground or just melts into it.
It kind of like it gets absorbed.
And then I'm like, hey, Goldie Hawn, WTF?
Sacrifices must be made.
Is that what is to become of us?
What?
Not
Is that-
now, because we made the deal.
No, he said he couldn't tell us anything unless we accepted. And now that we've accepted, I'm asking.
You cut out what?
he
Sorry. No,
said he wouldn't tell anything.
Oh yeah. Now
He
you
wouldn't
guys can
tell
ask
us.
Yeah. Now you guys
Exactly.
can ask more questions.
Is that what is to become of us? Are we just nothing but sacrifices?
He looks at you and goes, "Not anymore. Now you're a part of me."
A part of you.
I got a quick question.
Yes.
I'm trying to get a cleaning cloth added to my inventory.
Dude, right now. 1 minute, man. So, I presume you guys have more questions for me. I shall answer 3, and then I need to be going.
Why 3?
3. Alright, I think it's only fair that we... Well, I mean, there's 4 of us.
There's 4 of you. I will each give you 1 question. So 4 questions, and then I must be going.
I mean, I don't have much to ask. I'll let you guys handle this.
What do you get out of all this?
I suppose I can answer that now. You see, the goddess Sylvana... Oh shit, what's her name? Sylvana.
Mm-hmm.
The goddess Sylvana. She took my family away from me. She took my sister, my parents, my children, my wife. She tore them away from me, trying to prevent this very thing from happening. I just want to get revenge and to bring them back. That's all I want.
Bring them back.
You see, I can bring back... And he walks over to Nyx and he touches Nyx. Nyx rises. I can bring back somebody that died by mortal means. But somebody that died due to magical means, let alone the power of a god. That's outside of my ability.
Bring Kovacs back.
That's... I cannot do.
Bring these horses back. I need fresh meat.
Jesus.
I'm
So Nyx is now standing, but he's like standing like a statue. And you can see this fire, and you can see the lightning kind of like sparkling around his nose and his mouth.
All right. I think I'd like to ask a question around his allegiance and our allegiance.
Okay.
So we are now on his team. My question is going to be, and now what? Who are we fighting against?
Well, first things first, we have a nasty goddess to deal with. After that, well, you know where my allegiance stands.
with yourself.
He doesn't say anything.
All right. Which nasty goddess do we have to deal with?
Sylvana, right?
Goddess of corn.
He doesn't even dignify that with an answer, and then he just nods his head as he says Sylvana.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, because I guess I didn't gather from that he was not fond of Sylvana throughout all that.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, Sylvana, as I just said, murdered his family, his parents, his sister, his wife, his
Okay.
children. That would
Got
piss
it.
off anybody.
Got it. Okay.
My question is, so let's say this new, or should I say, old world returns, we get what happens to us after everything's said and done?
Whatever you want, your survival is guaranteed with your power flowing through me. I am now your conduit, as they say, your pact for you warlocks out there. Your power that you generate, your healing, Svend, your magic, Warlock, Jean, your lightning, Dragonborn, it all comes from me now. As long as I stand, your power shall be limitless.
Limitless. Ooh.
Obviously, outside of character here, you're still limited by your class. He was just saying that as a puff of the chest.
Dramatic effect.
Yes.
Can I tell them something I just thought of as I was reflecting on that book I ate?
Sure.
Well, I think that during that 100-year period was this god, it sounds more like he's the one that gave magic to everyone, and that was the period in which suddenly he was locked away after that 100-year period.
The golden man looks at you and goes, "You're a lot smarter than I took you for, Dragonborn."
I feel like he gets that a lot.
So he gave magic to everyone, and then suddenly he was locked away.
And then magic started disappearing. Only those that concentrated and really wanted it are able to channel it.
But is magic for everyone a good thing? There are bad people in the world.
Well, that's why we deal with the bad people as they arise. Any more questions? I really must be going. Work to do. Plans to plot.
What do we do?
You? Well, I can't stop the time stuff from happening. In fact, you could jump at any moment. Granted, I can follow you. Why don't you focus on that little incident for now, and I'll be in contact with you.
If you being all powerful as you seem,
But
I
again,
can't stop it.
I don't control all of your time jumps. Most of them, but not all of them.
No. So part of our jumps is your fault.
Most of your jumps was my fault, yes.
Oh, okay.
Can you bring that fish cart back?
He snaps his fingers. He snaps his fingers, and there's the fish cart there in front of you.
I think Nox just gave me a pity cart full of fish.
Yes,
I've been
Dragonborn.
bitching about being hungry this whole time.
Dragonborn, a cart full of fish is nothing.
Not to him, I guess.
Does anybody want some fish?
When I say a cart full, I
Thank
mean
you.
it's literally like, imagine like a trade wagon from BDO, just full of fish.
Does anybody want some?
No, thank you.
Alright, does anybody
Actually,
else?
is it cooked?
No, raw fish.
I think Nox just wanted me to shut up.
I will
about being
take
hungry.
a single fish and just stare at it.
He looks at the rest. Well, I think you have one more question. Anyone?
Anyone?
How do we contact you again?
You don't. I'll find you.
All right.
However, and he closes his eyes. This weird air that swirls around. You are all now able to communicate with each other. You essentially now all have message to each other. But instead of being one-to-one person all the time, you can set it to one-to-one person, or you can have group communication. As long as you know where they are, like if they're on the other side of a wall and you know they're on the other side of the wall, then you can communicate them through that wall. But if you can't see them, or if you don't know where they're at within 100 feet of you, then you can't communicate with them.
So like group telepathy.
Yeah, kinda. Or you can do it one-on-one.
Oh, and this big halfling is alive again, right?
You mean the half-dragon? Yes.
Alright.
And he's just standing there.
Yeah, it's like he's paralyzed.
So, if I was trying to add a
Dude. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but kind of an intense thing right here. Kovacs, the person they've been kind of protecting and helping, just got his head fucking ripped off.
I mean, there's some comedic relief with the fish cart.
True.
That's why I'm here.
Alright. If that is all, I'll be going.
All right, mind blown. Okay.
I
And then he disappears. Alright, so what you need, man?
If I was trying to add a handkerchief or a cleaning cloth, because you know when you kill somebody, I don't want to get blood on my string. You know.
You can have a cleaning cloth. You have my permission to have a cleaning cloth.
Yeet.
Yeet.
So, Kovacs
I'd
is
say
dead.
like 0.1 pounds.
Weight doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Kovacs is dead. You now all have this weird skin, but as he disappears, your skin reverts to its normal state, and you now have this mild telepathy with each other.
I will never speak again as long as I can help it.
When he disappears, Nyx is let free, and he falls to his knees, and he's just crying.
Nyx?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Well, what is he doing here? I ask.
Asking him about
Why he's
the
here?
Golden Boy? Nyx, I was here to hunt him.
Seems he's a little more powerful than
You think?
than
You thought?
yeah, he killed you with a snap of his fingers, so we had to do what we had to
Wait.
do.
Where's Kovacs?
Do you not see the headless corpse there, buddy?
No, he turned into golden drops, remember?
Oh yeah, my
Uh,
bad.
He
Yeah.
raises his sword and his shield and goes, "Where is Kovacs?"
I'm afraid
In
he's,
the ground.
he's dead. He's dead.
Dead.
He just drops his sword and shield,
Like,
and he just walks away. He just begins to turn his back and just leave.
I'm just gonna pop a squat in the ground.
So he's just
I
walking
really like
away.
Kovacs.
Wait,
Oh shit, he's gone.
well, how big is his sword?
It's his sword. It's pretty big. It's half your height.
Half my height. I take it anyway.
How tall is he?
He was also 10 foot tall.
Is it a short sword or a long sword?
To you guys, it would be a great sword.
All right, I don't take it then. Fuck that.
Can I take it?
Sure.
Sure.
Wait, do you have a long sword? Can I have your long sword?
Is the great sword better?
No, because the great sword's two-handed. Your sword and
Yeah, it's
shield.
two-handed.
Oh, yeah, then I.
I also
Alright.
stood in mourning for Kovacs. That was poor Kovacs. He deserved to go a better way
He
Yeah,
did
that's-
not deserve less.
in
least-
battle.
At least he got some poontang.
Yeah, who's gonna tell Eileen? Oh my goodness.
I'll tell Eileen.
I don't think we should tell her anything.
I'll just tell her that
With how
he'll call her.
I
how
have a
fragile she
question.
is. She's not the kind of person you tell something like that to.
What timeline are we in? Is Kovacs actually dead when we go back?
Yeah, we're in the year 375 because the fish cart was like dead bones and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah.
So he's gonna be alive when we go back to Eileen.
Is
It
he?
will probably get flipped through.
Um,
Although he was controlling it, so maybe we won't. Maybe
Well,
we'll
he
never-
has mild control, he said.
Nox,
Yes.
that skill I inquired about. You said I can only use it once per day.
Which skill?
The one I messaged you about.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I
No,
say we take a
The
short
one
rest.
from earlier that you answered my question.
What?
The one you said I couldn't use.
No, you can use it like with your I'll explain it later.
No, man. Did you say
No,
I
you
could
can
only
you
use
can
it
draw.
once per day?
You can. It's an action, so if you do it during combat, it would take your full turn. You'd be able to move. and then
I
use
knew
it.
that.
Yeah,
But I get it once per day.
from the full thing, yes,
Yes.
yes.
but you have the full count to use.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
But is it 24 hours from that moment, or just
It's
like
upon a long rest,
Okay.
like sleeping, anything like that.
What time is it now?
We're about to rest. Just FYI.
Yeah,
Is it a long rest?
well,
Is it-
it's coming to nighttime. It's about 9:30.
Do we heal after a long rest?
Yes, you regain all your spell slots, all your health. On a long
Fantastic.
rest. All right. So you guys taking a long rest?
I guess so.
I think I want to call it here because I've got to get up early in the morning.
So I reset my HP to stuff.
As you guys fall asleep, and like you guys start to lie down, you guys hear in your heads, "I don't blame you," and then you feel whatever presence was there dissipate.
Was that Kovacs? What the fuck?
Yes. And now he's all gonna do the guilt trip on us and shit.
Nah, he totally means that. He totally doesn't blame us, and he doesn't actually secretly hate us and doesn't murder us in our sleep.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what that means. We are all going to die. One at a time.
Here's the
We'll
hope.
start talking about the ghost of Kovacs.
Is it possible if someone
You cut out what?
because I know
I didn't hear what you asked. You cut out for me.
if someone can take a look see
Oh.
right there.
Yeah, I will. So are we calling it there for the night?
I guess so.
I am, but you guys can keep going if you like to. I don't mind at all. I
Well,
just
yeah, I'm only
know
gonna-
that
It is almost 1.
Well, we can probably get back to town if you want. There was a small interaction back at Wolville.
Sure.
So if you want to bounce, we can tell you about it later, Sfimd.
okay. All right, you guys have a good night. See you
You
guys
too.
later.
Have a nice
ya.
night.
Good night.
Bye bye.
All right. So you guys long rest. You guys heading back to Wolville?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Yeah, there's a small little thing, and then I will stop the session just because that's kind of like the end of chapter 1. So that's not where I'm meant to take you guys.
Ooh,
That's just the world map.
I'm gonna look. Oh shit!
Wait, where the fuck is the... There it is. Okay. Alright, so you guys are now, after a day and a half, 2 days worth of travel, you guys are back in town. And you guys are back in the year 75. So it's lively, it's happy.
I'm just sad at this point.
As you guys, give me some perception rolls real quick.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's persuasion.
Anybody that's rolled higher than a 10, you think you see a small armored dwarf walking towards the inn.
Fucking go, let's go.
As you bust your way into the inn,
That's it.
there's nobody there, but you do see Eileen tending bar. Oh, hey guys,
Hello, Eileen.
how are you? And she's her happy, cheerful self as usual.
Not doing the best. I don't feel well.
Oh, what's wrong? I mean, I got a lot of cures for everything back here. What can I get you?
I don't know.
She's looking
I
around and
just-
goes, wait, where's Kovacs?
I don't know. I just want to go to sleep.
She leans forward and goes, where's Kovacs?
And then I
The murderous Kawhi.
since
What did you say?
I said I pipe up. My fair maiden, he has fallen in battle, but he fought bravely.
She looks at you, her face, it's always been smiling since well, this is your first time you've met her.
Exactly.
But
I have no reason to hide.
But for the rest of you, her always smiling face, her bright eyes, her face falls flat, her eyes go dim, and you can just see tears rolling down her face. And she goes, What do you mean?
A very powerful mage killed him.
What do you? No.
He fought bravely and was the best of us.
She falls to her knees, just crying. It's like uncontrollable sobbing. You can literally see the tears like dripping through her fingers. She's like, no, it can't be. No.
Does she give it like a sad Darth Vader no?
No.
Wait, what'd you say?
No.
But she's like an ugly cry. She's like,
Okay, you guys are ruining this very sad moment. I spent.
This is not the first time you said this.
I know.
sorry.
She's just crying. She's. Okay. I need you guys to leave.
That's fair. I just walk right out.
And like as you walk out, she goes, "Not just them. I need everybody to leave now." And all the other patrons like look up. There's like 20 other people in this bar. They look at her like this. Holy shit! Never heard her yell. And they get up. She goes, "No!" And they all get up and just sprint out the door, like trampling you guys on the way out.
Well, I told you shouldn't have told her. As I walk out.
All right, that's the interaction I wanted to have.
Me and my big mouth.
Yer.
I should have walked in as Kovacs disguised.
And
like, oh hey, I gotta go for a while. You won't see me for a while, but
How about you let me tap that one?
Oh god, in Kovacs disguised form.
Let's be fucked up. But I will probably run that one more time with Femd around, just so she can. And this time, don't fucking ruin it, guys.
Yeah, Selim probably would have done something.
Yeah. I just wanted to run it. I felt the need to do it, so I needed to.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think she wanted me to tell her.
That's actually the end of chapter 1 right there, was that scene. So it was a mix of I wanted to do it just to run it through, and then I wanted to actually wrap up the chapter right there. So. So what do you guys think of the first part?
I thought it was very interesting.
I really liked Kovacs. I loved it when he beat the shit out of John. Yeah, Jean-Luc Picard over here getting his ass handed to him. That was my favorite part.
Wait, he never beat me up.
No, that was the druid. That was Sigma that he beat the fuck out of.
Sigma.
Yeah, but we are at a great disadvantage without him because he was just taking those wolves out. Like they were.
I don't know where he suddenly became a badass, but he was doing some pretty stupid shit. At least in the first session, so I had a bad impression and didn't respect him.
Well, he was meant to die in the caves, but I decided to do a damage roll, like to see how much damage the arrow would have done, and it rolled a 1. I'm like, there's no way in hell he'd die from that. So he lived. I'm like, shit, now I gotta write all this shit for him. So he went from a very unimportant character to a throwaway character to a highly important integrated character.
Yeah, but now he will become the fuel that lights the flame for the story. He'll be our reason for revenge.
Maybe your guys' revenge, but
He just
Yeah,
wants
but
to
I'm a fucking dragonborn. I'm all about fighting the forces of evil and those that do harm. So I will use his death as fuel for my justice. He will be the swing behind my sword. He will be the wind beneath my wings.
Kovacs was honestly probably one of my favorite NPCs I've ever created. It was hard killing him.
And you just brutally slaughtered him. How do you feel?
I felt terrible. I actually like started.
You should.
I actually started tearing up like when I was writing it. I actually started tearing up a little bit. I'm like, I can't kill him, but then I was like thinking of like the oh shit factor, like the thing that would make you guys like jaws hit the floor, and I'm like, Kovacs having his head ripped off would do that. And did I succeed in that?
Yeah, you did.
No, yeah, you made me genuinely sad for Kovacs.
Like me, like I've only missed like one session, but I've been here for like every single one, the other one, so I've heard the entire story.
Right. You had a connection with Kovacs.
Yeah, I've always liked Kovacs.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a little snarky, but I mean,
he was funny though.
With the wounds he was carrying, and I mean, he's seen some shit. He had a right to be snarky.
Yeah, it was hard writing him out. I don't feel like I did him enough justice, but once I actually did it, that felt good. That felt right.
Well, when I rip the head off of this god, you know, I will scream Kovacs' name into the wind.
So, a barbarian, is he allowed to wear clothes at all?
You can wear armor, but you do have unarmored defense, which your constitution plus your dexterity modifiers are your armor class.
You're wearing a armor helmet and a sock. That's all you get.
You're wearing a cardboard towel tube just around your dick. And, that's all you get.
That's it.
Essentially, you get benefits to not wearing armor.
Yeah.
So I can be a nudist running around with a great axe.
You can be, but you're also a bard, so you gotta be
Just don't be standing next to me and turn abruptly my way. That thing hits my leg. I'm chopping it off.
Do that sexy dance while playing the lute. Do my dips.
Oh, how tall am I?
You're probably like 6 foot.
No, I'm a fucking goddamn dragon.
You're part dragon.